Well, my dear, so good to see you back. Oh, what's that? Well, I'm sure we can find a way to unwind a bit. After all, the holidays are for joy and cheer. I suppose I should get this fire burning bright and hot. It is the winter after all, so cold it could chill you to the bone. Oh, where are my manners? Here's a cup of hot tea to enjoy. I know how much you like it. Now don't you worry one bit. Put your feet up in my favorite chair. I know right now, everything seems dark. Everything feels like a sea of troubles.
And now, Mystery Theater, brought to you in part by True Value Hardware, your store of first choice.
Come in. Welcome. I'm E.G. Marshall. Welcome to the sound of suspense. Welcome to the fear you can hear. Welcome to the world of terrifying imagination. The subject of the story you're about to hear is murder. But the subject is also time. We've all heard of killing time. But have you heard about using time to kill? You will in the next few minutes when Mr. Owen Layton himself tells you his most ingenious scheme for getting rich quick by means of sudden death.
Owen, for heaven's sake, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be in Paris.
I've taught Harriet, and I seem to have done exactly that. By the way, I met your charming dance instructor. Although I'm quite sure he didn't see me.
But I don't understand. How could you possibly have returned home so soon?
I was in a terrible hurry to see you, darling. I simply couldn't wait to see you and do this.
Our mystery drama, Sea of Troubles, was written especially for the Mystery Theater by Henry Slessor and stars Scott Cotsworth. Our spine tingler begins across the sea, in the delightful city of Paris. They say that you can sit at a sidewalk cafe in one of these streets and sooner or later meet everyone you've ever known. Well, now we're going to introduce you to someone who you don't know, but whose acquaintance you'll enjoy making. His name is Owen Layton, and he prefers to tell you his unusual story in his own words.
I arrived in Paris at 10 o'clock that morning, but I didn't leave my hotel room until well after 4. I knew my brother Gerald's habits only too well. He'd probably be sleeping until noon, so I knew where he would be at 4 p.m., of course, at Patrick's Cafe on the Rue de Montparnasse. Everyone loved Gerald at Patrick's because he was famous for always paying his bills. With my money, of course. Bonjour, monsieur. Bonjour. I chose a table well to the side, but my appearance still attracted considerable attention. And why not? With my rumpled English tweeds, a long gray beard in the style of Ulysses S. Grant, a pair of crutches to keep my monstrously bandaged foot off the Parisian asphalt. Well, I must have been quite a sight. Garçon, un pain noir, s'il vous plaît. Très bien, monsieur.
Well, what do you know, Owen, for the love of Pete?
Hello, Gerald. I'm glad you were able to recognize me under all this hair and bandages.
Well, how are you?
What's the matter with your foot? Oh, never mind about that. Give me a look at you. I haven't seen my kid brother in over a year. You know something? You look more French than ever.
Yeah, come on now. Let's hear about that foot, Owen. And the beard. When did you grow all that shrubbery, huh?
Well, I got the idea from you. The last time I was in Paris.
This thing?
Yeah.
This is nothing compared to you. Now, listen, the last time I saw a beard like that, it was on a $50 bill.
Yes. I guess it got a little out of hand. I'm thinking of trimming it, as a matter of fact. More like your style.
Well, I'll introduce you to my barber.
Hey, do me a favor, Gerald. Finish this Pernod for me. I shouldn't be drinking with my foot.
Well, what's your foot got to do with it?
It's the gout. You remember, I wrote you about it a few months ago. I had an attack just before I sailed for Europe. Well, how's your painting coming along? You sold anything yet?
The only thing I sold is my watch, as if you didn't know.
Yes, I know. You came to Paris to starve in a garret. But you look pretty well fed to me.
Speaking of that, how was Harriet, huh?
Well, speaking of which, the money I sent you or being well fed?
You know what I mean. Oh, now how is she? Still the same?
No, she's more of the same. She's richer than ever, and she's fatter than ever. She's also meaner than ever.
Well, she couldn't be too mean. Not if she lets you grow that beard. I still don't see why you wanted to grow it. You always made such fun of mine.
Well, I had my reasons, Gerald. It was part of my plan.
Plan? What plan?
Why, to kill my mean, fat wife, of course. So, this is your garret, is it? Pretty luxurious for a starving artist, isn't it?
Not bad.
Yeah, and all those canvases. Some even have paint on them. Well, don't tell me you're really working.
Owen, I know you're no saint, but I don't think you're wicked enough to do what you said.
Strangle Harriet? No, Gerald, I'm wicked enough, just not foolish enough. My wife's money will be precious little good to me in prison.
Now, don't tell me you got some kind of a foolproof scheme, Owen, because there is no such thing.
Sit down.
And no matter how clever you are, there's always someone cleverer.
In the detective novels, perhaps. Now, sit down before I kick you with my gouty foot. I've got 5 pounds of bandage there. It makes quite a weapon.
I don't understand what you meant about gout.
It's the very cornerstone of my plan. I have established a medical history of the disease if questions arise later.
Questions?
Yes, about the bandages.
Owen, I have never seen you like this. You're really talking wildly. Now, those crutches, the beard, all this crazy talk about killing people. What's
not crazy at all. It's a beautiful, rational scheme. And one that you will be eager to see succeed.
Owen, what's happened between you and Harriet, huh?
Well, nothing sudden. It's been a gradual change. Perhaps the inevitable result of advancing years. You know, I was considerably younger than Harriet when we married. Now it seems I'm not young enough.
Now, wait a minute. Are you cutting me off? Are you going to stop sending me money?
Nothing of the kind. As long as my income can support it, you can continue to develop your artistic talent. The question is, how long will my income continue? It's been 10 years since I married Harriet. The difference between our ages is suddenly not so great. Harriet is discovering that there are younger men in the world. In fact, there's one particular one she's fond of.
You're joking.
Yeah, he's a dancing instructor, as a matter of fact. She met him when I had my first attack of gout. I couldn't move for a month while Harriet indulged herself in non-domestic pleasures like dancing.
But to talk about killing her...
Killing her carefully, Gerald, with due regard to the risks involved. Actually, I thought of the answer when I was flat on my back. I had plenty of time to think then.
About what?
A unique phenomenon of the modern age. The magnificent paradox of transoceanic travel.
Travel?
Yes. A ship makes its journey in some 5 days. A jet plane takes only a few hours.
But you hate planes. You've never been in a plane in your life.
Yes, that's right. They terrify me.
Well, what does all this have to do with killing Harriet?
Everything. For you and I, brother, are going to put that transatlantic paradox to use. We're going to prove that the difference between a ship and a plane is a lovely way to commit murder. It was almost 2 weeks later that Gerald and I stood on the dock at Le Havre and looked at the trim lines of the SS Empress. She wasn't exactly the largest vessel lying at anchor, but on that particular Saturday, she was certainly the busiest. That was fine with me. More excitement on the pier, The less noticeable Gerald and I were as we made our way toward A deck. Our progress was slow, since I never really managed to use those crutches. Finally, we made our way to stateroom G, and as the door finally shut behind us, I collapsed on the bunk. I looked at my younger brother's face and felt considerably better. Poor Gerald. His complexion was so pale white against his reddish beard, now fuller by 2 barbarous weeks. Relax, Gerald.
I had your confidence, Owen.
Now, let's take care of the passports first, and then we can call the steward.
All right. Here they are.
Ah, good. Now, we have to do... With infinite patience, I set about the delicate task of removing the small photographs from both passports. I was as precise as a jeweler. Then I squeezed glue from a tiny tube and replaced them. One bearded face substituted for the other one. Yes, my brother and I look quite a bit alike, despite the 6-year difference in our age.
Owen, are you sure nobody will notice? Now, you're not supposed to tamper with these passports.
Yes, that's true. And I understand it's also a crime to kill someone. Nevertheless, that's exactly what I plan to do. Now, let's ring for the steward.
All right.
The man who answered our ring was a perfect delight. An aging cockney with a thin crest of white hair, the mouth of a pixie, and the squinty eyes of a myopic. The latter, of course, was going to be a blessing.
Everything all right, Mr. Layton?
Yes, everything's just fine. Your name, Mr. Pawkins?
Yes, sir, that's me. Sir Pawkins, at your service.
Well, Mr. Pawkins, I'm afraid I'm going to be something of a burden to you on this voyage. As you see, I'm an invalid.
Yes, sir, your poor foot, sir.
Exactly, my poor foot. As a result, I'm going to be forced to take all my meals in here. So you'll have to arrange matters with the dining steward. I trust that can be arranged.
Oh, yes, sir, don't you worry none about that, sir.
Ah, good. Nor will I be spending any time on deck. The least bit of roll is extremely painful for me. So I'll remain in my stateroom until we reach port.
What a pity, sir.
No, it's all right, it's all right. I've got a great deal of business to take care of between here and New York. I'll have enough paperwork to keep me busy. So if you'll just bring me my meals and keep me from being disturbed, you'll be doing your job handsomely. All right? Understood?
Oh, yes, understood, Mr. Layton.
See you later then, Mr. Pawkins.
Oh, yes, sir.
We were lucky. He seems like a cooperative old geezer.
Yes, but be careful. Always keep your door locked, so he can never enter without knocking. And every time he brings you that tray, make sure that you're either dozing or buried in papers. Understand?
Understood.
Yeah.
Well, when I think about what you're going to do in New York while I'm on board the ship,
What I'm going to do in New York is going to be a pleasure.
But you're so cold-blooded about it, Owen. You are going to kill a human being.
No, I never said that. I said I was going to kill Harriet.
Poor Harriet. There she is in her lavish New York townhouse, thinking about nothing but her dancing lessons, while aboard the SS Empress, 2 men are plotting her demise. Of course, we're not yet certain how Owen Layton plans to get away with murder. Even if he does fly to New York and his brother sails in his place, we'll simply have to wait until I continue shortly with Act 2. Now let's return to Stateroom G on A deck of the SS Empress. It's almost sailing time. The first all visitors ashore warning has been sounded on all levels of the great ship. But in Stateroom G, of course, the warning has a special significance, because now the visitor has become the passenger, and the passenger has become the visitor. But let Mr. Owen Layton speak for himself.
Now listen to me, Gerald. And listen very carefully.
For Pete's sake, Owen, we've been over this 100 times.
Now I'm saying it for the last time. You must do exactly what I've said. Exactly. The smallest variation can cause total disaster.
Oh, I promise you, I won't move from the stateroom. I'll be a good little rabbit in my cage.
Yes, that's exactly what worries me. Your rabbit-like tendencies.
Don't expect me to enjoy it. When I think of all those cute little bunnies strolling around on the deck.
Now, just forget they're there, understand? Let me get this bandage off my foot.
Oh, 5 days. And don't forget the 6th night.
You'll manage, all right?
Won't be any fun, Owen.
Yes. Neither would it be any fun to fill gas tanks in Hoboken. Not as much fun as living on the left bank with those Parisian beauties of yours.
All right, I know.
And don't forget who's really doing the hard work, Junior. Including that plane trip tonight. For me, that's the worst part of it all. Listen, how high do those bloody things fly?
Oh, 30,000 feet, I think.
Oh, it's preposterous. There, the bandage is off now. Now, let's get them on you. By the time the next call ashore sounded, the transformation had been made. The bandages were on my brother's foot, and the crutches were lying snugly beside his bunk. And I was all set to leave. With Gerald's gray tweed coat belted around me, with Gerald's hat on my head, I strolled to the visitor's gangplank and left the SS Empress to its business. In a way, it was fortunate that I dreaded air travel so much. The thought of being carried aloft some 30,000 feet inside the monstrous machine parked at the Gate 7 on Orleans Field was completely engrossing. For this reason, I overcame any nervousness I might have had upon confronting the immigration authority. The official merely glanced at the photograph in my passport book, snapped it shut briskly, and handed it back. Mr. Gerald Robin Layton was on his way back home. I don't recall much about the flight. I remember about 10 minutes of sheer terror when we took off on what seemed like a ridiculously short runway. I know there were several more hours of alternating fright, numbness, and drowsiness, helped by liberal amounts of alcohol. And then there was that agonizing half hour following the captain's announcement of our approach into Kennedy International Airport. And wonder of wonders, I was safe. The only one in danger was my wife. It was midnight in New York, and I climbed into a taxi and gave the driver our destination, Grand Central Station. In the terminal, I deposited my single piece of luggage in a public locker and took still another taxi to the street where Harriet and I had spent the last 4 years of our marriage. The brownstone was an imposing building from the exterior, but Harriet's money had made it possible to scoop out the interior and transform it into a duplex of cunningly modern design. I had spent several happy hours in this house, about 7 or 8, I think. It was 1:20 in the morning by the time I arrived, and the traffic had gone from the quiet streets of Sutton Place. The street was empty. The shades of the buildings opposite had all been drawn against the night. I felt certain that no one saw me quietly insert the key into the lock of the front door. I went quietly upstairs to the bedroom. It was empty. But that was no surprise. It was Saturday night. Presumably, I was in Paris. Therefore, Harriet was on the town, probably in the company of her dance instructor friend. In a way, I was glad that she was running true to form. It helped me feel justified in taking the drastic course that I was about to take. About 20 minutes later, I heard the front door opening again.
Oh, my feet. My feet. You danced my little tootsies off tonight. You let us spare you.
Well, that's what you're paying me for, Mrs. Layton.
No, that's what you think, lover.
Well, speaking of that...
Oh, no, stop it now, Douglas. No, stop it, you brute.
You mean I don't even get a kiss goodnight?
Oh, Tomorrow night, maybe. Right now, I just want to go to sleep.
I thought you looked a bit preoccupied tonight. Is anything wrong?
No. Unless you count a cable from my husband.
Well, he's still in Paris, isn't he?
He sailed on the Empress. He'll be here in another 5 days.
Well, that's too bad.
Isn't it? He can stay tomorrow, all right?
I'll count the hours. Good night, my princess.
Good night.
And then Harriet started up the stairs. I picked up the pretty blue vase that adorned her dressing table and placed it behind my back. Hello, Harriet.
Oh, and for heaven's sake, what are you doing here? You're supposed to be in Paris.
Well, I thought I'd surprise you, darling. I seem to have done exactly that.
But your cable, you said you were taking the Empress. She won't arrive for days.
No, actually, I changed my mind about taking the ship. I flew instead.
You were never inside a plane in your life.
No, there's always a first time, isn't there? For everything.
But why? When you're so terrified of flying.
Because I was in a hurry, darling. I simply couldn't wait to see you and do this. It was a shame about the vase. It cost a small fortune. The really distasteful part came now. As you may have gathered, I'm a man of fastidious taste. But when you have 5 days to lose, you can't afford the niceties. I knew it would be easier to lose myself in a region of the city where the lower depths are at their lowest. Started my British suit, my Italian loafers, and my continental manners. In an old pair of slacks and heavy wool shirt, I made my way to the Bowery. My first act was to join a shambling, silent line of vagrants outside the clothing relief agency, and I emerged with a costume superior to anything I could have invented. A moth-eaten sweater, a double-breasted jacket with a shredded lining, and 1,000 unironable creases. And then I bought a bottle of Sauterne for 98 cents and rented a bed in a hotel called Miller's for 75 cents a night. And then, the next day, in a steam-filled diner where the coffee tasted like antiseptic, I picked up a mud-stained newspaper from the dirty tile floor. And there on the second page was an item which gave me an appetite, even in that place. It said, "Woman found murdered in East Side Brownstone." But the smaller headline beneath it was even more delicious. It read, "Dancing teacher held as suspect." It wasn't something I planned or expected, but, well, why not? Why not? Say, I think I'll have some more of that coffee. And then the 5 days were over. It wasn't very far from the Miller Hotel to the docks. The first glimpse I had of the Empress' beautiful bow on the horizon thrilled me in a way I had never known before. But I couldn't stand about and admire it. I had things to do. I made my way as unobtrusively as possible back to Grand Central Terminal. I removed my luggage from the locker, and then in the washroom I shaved and changed into clean clothes. Then I went down to Pier 16 to greet the arriving Empress. I knew that Gerald would be among the last of the passengers to appear. But then there he was, wearing my green plaid topcoat with a collar pulled around his throat, wearing my Homburg hanging low over his eyes. He was using my crutches, too, and not very well. But with his foot so heavily bandaged, he still made a convincing cripple. Owen, over here.
You know, for a minute I didn't think you'd make it.
Well, how was it? How did everything go?
Fine. Look, when can I get rid of these crutches? They are killing me.
Never mind the crutches. What about the steward, Mr. Pawkins? Did you see him before you left the ship?
No, I managed to avoid him. I didn't even tip him either, just as you said.
Good. Now get into that car.
This isn't your car, is it?
It's a rental car. Now get inside so we can switch clothes.
A rental car? Well, weren't you taking the chance?
I rented it in your name, Junior. Don't worry about it.
You really thought of everything. Owen, I have to give you credit.
Just give me my clothes and that bandage. And fast. And so we made the switch, as before. By the time I stepped out of the rented automobile, I was dressed in the Homburg and the green plaid coat. and the bandages were back where they had originated. In fact, the crutches seemed like old friends as I hobbled back to the entrance of Pier 16. I spotted the ship's petty officer emerging from the passenger exit. Pardon me, sir.
Yes, sir. What can I do for you?
Well, it's rather embarrassing. You see, there's a steward that I meant to take care of before I left my stateroom. He was very kind to me.
What's his name?
Pawkins. He's an old fellow. Very nice. I hated to miss him when I left, but somehow I did in all the excitement. Yes. Old Mr. Pawkins was more than pleased when I handed him the two $50 bills. There were actually tears in his eyes.
Oh, this is most generous of you, sir. Most generous.
Well, you took very good care of me, Pawkins. I know I was a nuisance.
Oh, no, sir, you were never. Why, I hardly even saw you, sir.
Well, still, you brought me all my meals and so forth, didn't you?
Well, I was glad to do it, sir. Glad to be of service. And I hope you'll be back on the Empress with us soon again.
I intend to be, Pawkins. Yes, you can be sure of that. As soon as I knew that Mr. Pawkins was remembered properly, and that he remembered me properly, I knew that everything was going to be just fine. I told my younger brother to drive his new car to the village, find himself a small apartment, and lay low. And I took a taxi to my home. I knew there would be company waiting for me.
Mr. Layton.
Yes, I'm Owen Layton. Who are you?
Name is Lieutenant Farley, Mr. Layton, New York Police Department.
Police? What's the matter? My house been robbed or something?
I'm sorry we couldn't meet you at the ship. We knew you were coming back today, but we thought it would be easier to meet you here and break the news to you.
What news? What are you talking about?
Bad news, I'm afraid. Maybe we better go inside.
Yes, come in. Of course, I knew exactly what the bad news was going to be. Now all I had to do was to keep from laughing out loud.
We seem to have been witness to the perfect murder. Owen Layton can't be blamed for the murder of his wife, and for the most natural reason in the world. Owen Layton wasn't in New York when his wife was murdered. Owen was on the high seas. Just ask Mr. Pawkins or anyone else aboard the SS Empress. But before we congratulate Mr. Layton on his cleverness, Owen Layton is a happy man today, despite the fact that he is all alone in the reconverted brownstone on Sutton Place. The smile never seems to leave his face. Even as he hobbles towards the front door to answer the insistent chimes, his bandaged foot and crutches don't seem to bother him in the least. In fact, one has the impression that despite the tragic loss of his wife, Mr. Layton...
Evening, Mr. Layton.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, it's all right, I hope.
Yes, of course.
You were a bit too broken up about that terrible thing that happened to your wife.
Well, I'm sure you don't blame me, Lieutenant. It was a great shock. Here, let me take your raincoat. Raining outside, is it?
Yeah. Well, look. Frankly, it was my decision not to send a radiogram to the ship. About your wife's death, I mean. It didn't seem right to break the news to you that way.
Well, that was very considerate of you, Lieutenant.
We knew you were aboard the Empress because of your cable.
Yes. But you were right not to tell me when I was aboard. It would have been very helpless feeling, knowing that there was nothing I could do about it.
Yeah, that's what I thought, too. At any rate, I suppose you've had some time to, think about what may have happened.
No, Lieutenant. The truth is, I still don't understand. That man who killed her, what was his name again?
Douglas Denton.
Oh, yes.
It's not his real name. He called himself that at the dancing school, but he was born Bernard Eubank. I take it you didn't know Mr. Denton.
No, I never met the man before in my life. And why would he want to kill my poor Harriet?
Well, actually, he's still denying that he did.
Well, how can he? From what I read in the newspaper, well, you seem to have caught him red-handed.
Well, no, not quite that good. We knew that he'd been, he and your wife had been seeing each other during your visit abroad.
and that they'd seen each other that Saturday night she was killed. In fact, he was seen in the vicinity of your house by several witnesses, not more than 10 minutes from the time when we estimate that she was bludgeoned to death. I'm sorry, that's a little too graphic, I know.
It's all right, Lieutenant. I want to know the details. I really do.
Well, the one detail we don't know is why he would have done such a thing. I mean, frankly, we have Mr. Denton pegged as a rather small-time, gigolo. I'm sorry to tell you that, too.
Oh, it's all right. I'm sure Harriet wasn't to blame. I'm sure that man just did whatever gigolos did and made a fool of her.
Well, did your wife do that sort of thing often?
I don't know. I suppose she's made a few mistakes. Which of us hasn't?
Well, now, if you could be more specific...
No, Lieutenant. I'm sorry. I want Harriet's killer punished, Lieutenant Farley, but not at the expense of scandalizing my wife.
I'm afraid that scandal won't be easy to avoid. We know she was having an affair with Mr. Denton. He's admitted that himself. But that don't give him any reason to break a vase over her head.
Yes. Unless she had decided to end the affair, of course.
Well, it's one possible theory, of course.
Didn't you say you found my cable to her about coming home on the Empress?
Yeah, that's right.
Harriet didn't know I expected to return from Europe so soon. And perhaps when she informed her friend, Mr. Denton, he got angry.
Yeah, that's possible, too.
He might have just acted impulsively. Yes, Lieutenant. I'm sure it happened just that way. They quarreled.
In your bedroom?
Very well, in our bedroom, yes. They quarreled. And he picked up the vase and he struck her. But somehow, I can't believe it was cold-blooded or premeditated. No matter what the man is, Lieutenant, I hope the law isn't too harsh with him. I'll tell you what wasn't easy. It was the waiting. I had to wait for the outcome of 2 legal actions, the verdicts of both the criminal and the probate courts. But I had every confidence that human and fiscal justice would be done. And then, one night, a little more than 2 weeks after my return... Hello?
Owen, it's Sheila.
I beg your pardon?
It's Sheila. God, I feel terrible not calling you before this, but I just found out what happened. I read the whole thing in the paper, back issue. Oh, and you poor thing, you must be in a state.
Are you sure you're calling the right number?
Of course I am. At least that's the number in the telephone book. 815-5555.
Well, you certainly have the right number, miss, but I believe you have the wrong party.
Oh, come on. Stop it. You're the only Owen Layton in the directory.
Well, that doesn't mean very much.
Hey, what is this? What are you trying to do?
Well, I'm simply trying to find out who you are and why you think you know me.
Wait a minute. Is there someone there with you? Is that what all the double talk's about?
No, I'm alone.
Well, then why the big act? Well, now listen, Owen. I told you not to try any of that shipboard romance stuff on me. I won't stand for it.
Did you say shipboard romance?
You heard me. I warned you that I wasn't interested in a friendly little kiss at the gangplank kind of stuff.
Listen, you're not talking about the ship you mean isn't the Empress.
Of course it's the Empress.
Gerald, you idiot.
Huh? Oh, what did you say?
I said, forgive me, I'm just so mixed up about things right now.
Well, you can't be so upset that you forget about me. Besides, from the way you talked about your wife, she didn't mean a thing to you.
Look, Sheila, I can't talk anymore right now.
You're not brushing me off that easily. Oh, and I warn you.
I'm not trying to brush you off. It's just that I'm having visitors, Sheila. Important people, business.
All right, tomorrow then. Early tomorrow.
I'm not sure I can make it tomorrow either. I may have to go out of town. There are things to settle regarding my wife's estate.
Well, there are things to settle, all right. Between us, lover.
Oh, God. Dear God, he's ruined everything. Everything. Pick it up. Pick up that phone, you miserable...
Hello?
Gerald, it's your brother.
Oh, hi, Owen. How are you?
Never better. Never better.
What's the matter? You don't sound well.
Well, why shouldn't I be well? I just had a lovely chat with a no doubt charming young lady.
What?
Her name is Sheila. Isn't that a lovely name, Sheila?
Uh-oh.
Is that name familiar to you?
Oh, no, before you say anything else, will you listen to me?
Yes, that's why I'm calling, to listen to you. To see if there's anything you can say, anything at all, that will mitigate my intention of coming right over there and strangling you.
Now, you've got to understand how it was, Owen. I was a prisoner in that stateroom, a virtual prisoner.
Yes. And that was the idea. I told you never to leave that room. Never to so much as poke your ugly head out of the door.
Well, it was easy enough for the first day, Gerald, but after almost 24 hours of that,
How many other women did you take up with?
Oh, and she was the only one, absolutely the only one I had anything to do with.
If I know you, you had plenty to do with her.
Well, I couldn't live like a hermit, for Pete's sakes.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. I can't. You knew how important it was to convince everyone that you were me.
But I did that, Owen. I told her I was you.
Aye, that was clever.
No, she thinks I am you, Owen. Now, look, the fact that she telephoned you tonight, doesn't that prove it?
Oh, yes, that proves it completely.
Owen, I was really going crazy in that tiny room, so I took just one little stroll on deck one night.
Yes, and met Sheila.
I swear that I never knew she'd try to get in touch with me.
Your girlfriend Sheila is in New York right now. She's demanding to see me. You. Me. What I mean is she's read about Harriet's death. She knows that you... she knows that I... Well, she knows that Owen Layton is free and unencumbered and will soon be very, very rich.
Gee, I'm glad to hear that, Owen.
Shut up. Your friend Sheila isn't going to give up that easily. She's going to track me down. She's going to try to renew our little shipboard romance. And do you know what will happen when she does?
What?
Think about it, Gerald. She's going to take one look at me, and I'll be cooked, roasted, fried. She'll know I wasn't aboard the Empress. She'll know that she spent all that glorious week with another man. And how long do you suppose it'll take for her to put two and two together?
Owen, couldn't you put her off? Couldn't you keep her from seeing you?
How?
Well, if you could leave town, if you could get away.
Yes, it's the only thing that's occurred to me, too. If I left at once...
You could always go back to Paris. You always said it's your favorite city. And guess what? I saw in the papers that the Empress is sailing again tomorrow for Le Havre.
For the first time in my life, I wasn't looking forward to a sea voyage. And I knew that my idiotic younger brother had left me no other choice. The minute I was off the phone with him, I was on again, this time to my very obliging travel agent, who told me that passage aboard the Empress was indeed possible. But for the first time in my shipboard travels, I couldn't get a stateroom. Couldn't even do better than B-deck. But it was an indignity I was forced to accept. This time, my cabin steward wasn't an amiable gentleman like Mr. Pawkins, but a gruff, uncommunicative type who made no promises of devoted service. But then I wouldn't require much service. For one thing, I no longer needed my bandages and crutches. As far as the world is concerned, my troublesome gout was healed.
Oh, pardon me, sir.
Yes?
Aren't you the gentleman who sailed with us a couple of weeks ago? That Pawkins chap?
Oh, yes, that's right. You were the officer who helped me find the steward.
Yes, everything worked out all right there?
Yes, everything went fine. Unfortunately, I couldn't get such good accommodations this trip.
Well, that's a shame, sir. But then I don't think we'll have as easy a crossing of it this time.
Why not?
Oh, a bit of rough weather ahead, they say.
Oh, fine. That's all I need. But rough weather ahead or not, at 4 that afternoon, the Empress pulled slowly away from the pier, and I admit that I breathed a heavy sigh of relief. That evening, I was taking a nap before dinner when someone knocked on my door. Oh, who is it? Must be an unfriendly neighborhood steward. Yeah.
Hello. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, was there something you wanted, miss?
Well, I've made a mistake. I thought this was Mr. Layton's cabin.
Well, it is. I'm Mr. Layton.
Oh, but you're not Mr. Owen Layton, as that's the party I was looking for.
But I am Owen Layton.
Well, that's an interesting coincidence. I mean, two people would have the same names, and even look a little bit alike. Although, well, the Owen Layton, I mean, is quite a bit younger.
I don't know. What in the world are you talking about?
I saw your name on the passenger list, but the man I mean, well, he's about your height, and he has a beard like yours, but he's not you.
Well, and who are you?
My name's Sheila. Sheila Ross.
Sheila.
I met Owen Layton 2 weeks ago, right on the ship. And now suddenly there's another Owen Layton going the other way. Oh, there's something very fishy going on here.
You're mistaken. I swear you're mistaken.
Listen, Mr. Whatever your name is, I don't know what this is all about. I don't know why there are two Owen Laytons going back and forth on this ship.
Well, what's so strange about that? I mean, why are you going back and forth?
Me? Because I have to. Because it's my job. I'm a social director.
You mean you work on the Empress?
That's right. And right now, I'm going to work on finding out what this is all about.
I stood rooted to the cabin floor, listening to the melancholy sound of the ship's whistle, warning the seas ahead that we were on our way, heading straight for troubled waters.
As you have heard, Owen Layton's perfect murder had the customary imperfection. But at least he'll be able to enjoy one last ocean voyage before the authorities send him up the river. Isn't it nice to see justice triumph? Oh, beg your pardon, to hear justice triumph. We hope you enjoyed tonight's voyage. Our captain, Dan Ocko, and Ian Martin. Our production was under the direction of Hyman. This is E.G. Marshall inviting you to return Mystery Theater, Friendship in the Macabre. Until next time, pleasant dreams.
Oh, my dear, no worries. I'll make up another pot right now. It'll steep and then warm you right up. Everything is certainly as good as it could hope to be. Well, I suppose we'll find some more jolly old cheer. Or would it be jolly old fear? Oh, here you go. A hot cup of tea on a cold winter's night. Just for you. So warm, so good, and not poison.
Tired of the everyday routine? Ever dream of a life of romantic adventure? Want to get away from it all?
We offer you Escape. Escape, designed to free you from the four walls of today for a half hour of high adventure. Escape, brought to you by your Richfield gasoline dealer and the Richfield Oil Corporation of New York. Marketers of Richfield gasolines with Xylene, Rich Lube, all-weather motor oil, and other famous petroleum products. Look for the Richfield Eagle on the cream and blue pumps.
Tonight, we escape to India, and the story of a man trapped in his bed by a crate, the most deadly, poisonous snake in the world, as Roald Dahl tells it in his terrifying story, Poison.
Listen, it's an awful good story, but to get the point, you gotta understand about two things. What kind of a guy Harry Pope was, and what kind of a snake a crate is. First, the crate. You spell it Krait. They're in India, the crates are. Little snakes, sometimes not more than 3 or 4 inches long. You have to look real careful if you're going to see one at all. Really almost like a worm. Except that it's the most poisonous snake in the world. It can bite faster than a bumblebee, and when it does, you go off like a firecracker, swell up like a hot water bottle, and in fly the angels. Crate. Tiny little snake. Now about Harry Pope. Funny guy. He had it in for anybody who wasn't American, who didn't speak his language. He called them foreigners, and he called them that army word, gook. Didn't matter if they were French, Italian, or Japanese. Gook. Foreigner, he'd say. It's kind of buggy on the subject. Funny guy. Well, Harry and me, we got sent out to Bombay on this construction job, and that's where the trouble started. You see, except for the 2 of us, the crew was made up of local boys, Hindus and Muslims, 40 of them. Harry was like a cat in a room full of dogs, had his back up every minute. After a month or so, it began to wear him out. Got so his appetite wasn't right. He was smoking 3 and 4 packs a day, and he wasn't getting his sleep. I used to try to straighten him out. Used to tell him he was wrong.
No, Woody, there's no use talking to you.
Listen, Harry, they're all good boys. Why don't you take it easy?
Woody, you and I are good friends, but there are a lot of things you just don't understand.
You ought to take it easy, Harry. They're all human beings, just like you and me.
They're gooks, Woody. Foreigners. Look it. Think about it this way. How'd you like your sister to marry one of them?
I haven't got a sister, and anyway, you've asked me that before.
Yeah, you see? You won't even make the effort to understand.
Well, that's how it was with Harry, and you know about the crate. Now about what happened. It was June of last year. It was hot and sticky, even though the sun was down. I was putting on a clean shirt to go out.
Oh, man, I'm really beat tonight. What's with you, Woody? What's the clean shirt for?
Going out.
What do you got, a date?
No, I thought I'd stop off at Dr. Ganderbuy's. He promised he'd show me the photos he made down in the leper colony.
Ganderbuy?
Yeah. These photos are supposed to be pretty interesting stuff. Well, how about it, Harry? Would you like to come along?
Ganderbuy? He's a Hindu. A gook. Foreigner. I don't want to spend no evening with a gook. Shoot, not old Harry.
So I went off to the doctor's, and Harry went to bed with a detective story. I had a very interesting evening. Later, old Harry was plenty sorry that he stayed home. I didn't leave the doctor's until around midnight, and when I drove back through the sleeping city, it was very quiet and dark. I thought about the pictures of the lepers I'd seen. I remember thinking, I hope Harry's awake, because I'd like to tell him about those pictures. And when I got home, I was glad to see the light in his room was still burning. Harry, you up? I didn't get an answer. Probably fell asleep reading. Harry, you awake, Harry?
Shh. Woody, stop yelling.
Harry, boy, what's the matter, kid?
Shh. Stop, Woody. Take off your shoes.
I couldn't tell what was the matter, but I knew he was serious, whatever it was about, so I did what he wanted. He was in bed, under his netting, with a reading light on, his book on the floor. He lay quite still, and the sheet came halfway up his chest. He was wearing those corny pajamas of his with the big checks all over them. And the pajamas were soaked in the sweat that was rolling off his face. He lay like a corpse, flat on his back, with his hands lying dead on the bed. His hands, even the backs of them, were sweating. His eyes looked like he was watching somebody saw his leg off. Woody, what's the matter, boy?
It's a crate.
Crate? Where?
Shh, for Mary's sake, shh.
Where? Where's the crate?
In here.
Under the netting?
No. Under the sheet.
Where'd it bite you?
It hasn't. Yet.
Where under the sheet?
Right on my belly.
Holy son.
You can wake it up if you don't cut out that yelling.
How'd it get in there?
I don't know. Came up under the netting, I guess. Or it's been in a bed all day.
Is it a big one?
No. Crate don't have to be big. Looked about 3 or 4 inches. Come along my side. I didn't move. It went under the sheet. One of them folds. One of them wrinkles there over my belly.
How long ago did it come?
Hours. Hours and hours and days and weeks. Woody, I've been waiting a year for you to get home.
You must be sleeping in there, huh?
Yeah, I think it is.
All right, now listen, Harry. Maybe it'll wake up and go away. Go home or something, huh?
I can't wait, Woody. I've been lying here scared I'd move sudden and wake it up.
Yeah, you're scared and it'll bite.
I've been lying here scared to death I'd cough.
All right, don't you worry about a thing, Harry. I know just what to do.
Where you going, Woody? Don't leave me.
The thing was to be ready to cauterize the bite right away. I'd heard about one method. I went out to the kitchen, and I got a whole fistful of those big kitchen matches, and I took them back to the bedroom. Arranged them all with the heads together. Held them like you'd hold a torch.
What are you going to do? What are the matches for?
Now listen, Harry, here's how it goes. These will cauterize, see? So we count 3, flip back the sheet, and you jump out of bed. Now you follow me?
You're out of your mind.
No, listen, Harry. If the crate bites you, I strike the bundle and press it against the spot, and it burns out the poison, see? Well, the matches...
Get away from me. You're a bubble-headed maniac.
No, Harry, I'm only trying to...
Shh. Listen, Woody, take your matches and your bright ideas and get the heck out of here. Call the doctor.
The doctor? I never thought of that.
Shh. Now get to it.
Okay, Harry. Who do you want? Ganderby or Forsyth?
Forsyth. Things are bad enough without you. Gotta bring that gook in here.
I dug through the telephone book and I found Dr. Matson B. Forsyth's number and I dialed it.
This is the residence of the Dr. Matumbi Forsyth, please.
Yeah, let me speak to the doctor. It's very urgent.
Who is calling, please?
Arthur Woods.
Who?
Woods. Arthur Woods.
Spell, please.
Woods. W.
W.
O.
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 You have already said O. I have already written O. Have the kindness to give me the next letter, please.
O. It's O after O.
Please?
Look, my name is Woods.
Spell, please.
W. O. O. D.
W-O-O. Aha!
D. S. Woods.
Woods. W-O-O-D-S. Mr. Woods.
That's right. That's just right. Now, let me speak to the doctor, please.
Sorry. Doctor not in. Call tomorrow.
Across the room, Harry lay very still, sweating, trying to keep every muscle relaxed. His face was beginning to twitch a little. I was scared. If that twitch should spread... I called the doctor's house again.
Please, I do not understand.
Look, I said if you don't tell me where the doctor is, I'm going to come over there and pull your arms off, and then I'm going to take you by the neck and...
The doctor is at the club, please.
What club?
The country club. Ring 673.
Harry lay very still, fighting the twitches, trying to keep from jumping out of his skin, while I waited for the bartender at the club to locate Dr. Forsyth. After about 5 minutes and nothing, I got this.
Are you there?
Listen, Doctor, you got to get over here right away. This is Arthur Woods, and my partner. He's got a snake in the bed with him. Doctor?
Would you mind repeating that, old boy?
I said snake. He's got a snake in the bed with him.
Snake? Oh, jolly. I say, who is this? This is Captain Smythe speaking.
Please, Doctor, you got to get over here right away. It's urgent.
Smythe, you can't. You don't fool me. Not for an instant, you don't.
Please, Doctor.
Snake in bed.
Listen, is this Dr. Forsyth speaking?
I say, of course not. It's Colonel Harcourt.
Oh, well, let me speak to the doctor, please.
Oh, but you can't, old fellow.
Why not?
Why, he's jolly well passed out, don't you know?
Passed out.
Like a mackerel. Snake in the...
Listen, Harry, you gotta forget all this prejudice stuff. Ganderby's your only chance.
No, he's a gook.
He went to Oxford, Harry.
He's a gook.
It's him or the Undertaker.
He's a gook.
I'm gonna call him, Harry.
All right. Go ahead, call him. But he's a gook.
I called him. When I mentioned crate, he was quiet for a good 10 seconds, and then he said he'd be right over. And he was within 5 minutes. He was wearing felt slippers, and he moved silently into the bedroom. He was carrying his black satchel, and when I saw the lamplight glinting softly in his steel-rimmed spectacles, saw his wise, gentle eyes, his bald brown head, I thought to myself, why, he looks just like Mahatma Gandhi. He looked silently at Harry and smiled encouragingly. Harry looked at him, looked at me, and looked away.
Now, first we must very carefully remove the netting from about the bed. Mr. Pope, I want you to pay no attention to us. You are to concentrate on being very quiet, on letting the little snake sleep. It is a very little snake, and it is very tired. You must tell yourself this, and you must believe it is necessary for it to sleep.
Yeah.
Mr. Wood, help me lift the netting very slowly. Up, and up. Good.
What are you going to do for me?
Shh. Think about the little snake.
What do you think I'm thinking about? What are you going to do for me?
The snake. It is here?
It's in one of those folds over his abdomen, Doctor.
Now we all know where it is.
Pretend you are the mother of the little snake. You are keeping it warm. It is sleeping. That is good.
Just so as it don't wake up and want breakfast.
You joke? That is good.
I wish I was back home in the good old USA.
Now then.
What are you going to do, Doctor?
I have a serum here. It was injected into the blood of Mr. Pope. Then, as he puts it, the little snake may breakfast to his heart's content without harm to Mama.
His hands were brown and slender and astonishingly deft. He poked the hypodermic into a capsule of thick yellowish stuff, the serum, and then with infinite care he drew the plunger slowly and steadily upward. The glistening chamber filled. He withdrew the needle, laid the hypodermic down, and then with all the gentleness in the world, he began to fold back Harry's sleeve. It was as though he were folding rare old lace. He inched the sleeve carefully, under and up Harry's arm until the vein came into view.
I'm going to fasten a tourniquet on your arm now. It will be just above the elbow. Do not move your arm. Do not twitch your muscle.
Gently he tightened the rubber tourniquet, and Harry's arm began to flush dark. The vein began to swell, blue and tight. Harry kept his eyes on the ceiling.
Now I'm going to insert the needle in the vein. You must not react. By that I mean you must not tense your abdominal muscles. Believe me, Mr. Pope, this will not hurt.
Very carefully he placed the syringe almost flat against the arm, slid the needle in sideways through the skin and into the blue vein, slid it slowly but so firmly that it went in smooth as a knife going into a cheese.
Doc. Shh. You're good, aren't you, Doc?
You must believe that.
You're gonna let me die, are you, Doc?
I'm your friend. You must believe that.
Are you, Doc? You won't let me die?
No, I will not let you die. Now, be still and think about that.
With all the care in the world as he had pushed the needle into the vein, now he pressed the plunger down, pressed the serum through the needle and into Harry Pope's body. I watched Harry. His eyes were on the wise, gentle face of Dr. Ganderby. His eyes wanted desperately to believe what Ganderby had told him. Now the hypodermic was empty, and slowly it was withdrawn. And then slowly the deft, graceful little hands loosened the rubber tourniquet. And then Ganderby looked up, met Harry's eyes, and smiled. Harry tried to smile back, but the smile jumped and twitched and died.
You're taking care of me, huh, Doc?
Yes, my son. Now you must be still while the serum is pumped through your body. Be very still and be very assured. I'm your friend.
Oh.
The serum will save you. You will escape harm.
He beckoned to me, and I followed him out of the room and out onto the dark porch. The air was heavy and hot. Ganderby stared out at the blackness, drummed his fingers softly on the railing.
Your friend is in grave danger.
Yeah, but the serum. You gave him the serum.
I gave him the serum.
It isn't any good.
It is the finest known to medical science, and it is worthless.
To most of us, science is something strange and mysterious. We think of magic medicines and supersonic planes. But here's a scientific achievement that's as real as your car and as near as your Richfield dealer. It's xylene, one of the highest ananoc gasoline components ever discovered by scientific research. And xylene can benefit you today, because every gallon of Richfield gasoline now contains xylene. Xylene to give your car that smooth, knockless power that eats up the miles. Xylene for that swift, eager response you need in traffic. Furthermore, there's a Richfield gasoline to fit your motor. Your Richfield dealer offers 2 great Richfield gasolines, both with xylene. Get Richfield High Octane at regular price for the average motor, or Richfield Ethyl. Ethyl at its best for top results in highest compression motors. Get Richfield gasoline tomorrow. Stop where you see the Richfield Eagle on the cream and blue pumps. And now we return you to Escape.
So there it was. Harry Pope, the man who had been an enemy of anyone and everyone who didn't come from his country or speak his language, was now halfway through death's door, and his only hope lay in a Dr. Ganderby of another race, another creed, another country, and another color. Now, for the first time in his life, Harry had made a gesture of friendship toward a person of another race. First time, and it seemed to me the last.
No, my friend. The serum is worthless.
What can we do then? The snake is bound to wake sooner or later. Harry'll move. He won't be able to help himself, and the snake will strike.
We must think.
Look, I'll shoot it. I can hold the gun low and flat so that even if I hit Harry, it won't be a penetrating wound, and I'll blow the snake, sheet and all, clear the bed, huh?
But you don't even know which of the many folds and creases in that sheet is the harbor of the snake.
Yeah.
You might shoot the air.
Yeah.
You would most certainly wake the snake then.
No, we can't do that.
I think I have a solution, Mr. Woods.
Yeah?
We will anesthetize the snake. Yes. We will use nitrous oxide, or ether, or chloroform. I think the last. Chloroform, yes.
We put the snake out right while he's lying on Harry? Is that the idea?
That is it, Mr. Woods. Now, if you will please drive quickly down to my house, my boy will show you where I keep my supplies. The chloroform is in a bottle with an orange label.
Orange label?
Yes. Bring it back as quickly as you can. I will stay with Mr. Pope and try to keep him assured.
He seems to like you.
We all like the doctor when we are sick.
I drove it as fast as I could. The houseboy at the doctor's thought I was a madman at first, but then he decided in my favor, showed me where the stuff was. I found the bottle with the orange label, smelled it to make sure, and then took off back to the house. I eased the car up the driveway and tiptoed into the bedroom.
You're my friend, Doctor? Huh? My pal?
Yes, I am your friend, and I am not going to let any harm come to you.
Here's Woody. He's my friend, too, Doc.
Here's the stuff, Doctor.
Woody, I've been on awful dope all my life. You know that, Woody?
It's okay, Harry. You're going to be okay from now on.
The doc here, my friend here, I didn't like him when he first came into the room. Why? Because he wasn't an American or even an Englishman. What do you know about that, huh? He's my friend.
It's okay, Harry. You're going to be okay now, boy.
I've been a prize dope.
Mr. Woods, you'll have to help me.
Right. He pulled a prescription pad out of his case, tore the cardboard backing off, and twisted it into a neat little funnel. He laid this on the edge of the bed. And then he took the piece of hollow rubber tubing which had been used as a tourniquet, and he began to slide it into the sheet. It went in where the sheet ended, across Harry's chest, and he slid it down. He slid it slowly, so slowly that although I was watching it, I didn't see it move. Hours seemed to crawl by. The tube inched invisibly on and down, down and down, past the unseen buttons of his jacket, past the unseen cord to his trousers, and then it stopped. Ganderby had sent it by a route which did not cross any of the creases in the sheet. He was being very careful not to prod the snake with it. He was sweating too now, sweating and biting his lip with his teeth. It's funny, I remember now, one was gold. I remember staring at it while he inched that tube.
Now the funnel. I fit it into the end of the tube and we are ready. Mr. Pope, this is going to be very cold. The evaporation of the chloroform will cause a sharp lowering of the temperature. You must be prepared for this. It will take rather a long time, another factor for which you must prepare yourself. The snake is a reptile, and reptiles do not react quickly to the anesthetics which are intended for the use of warm-blooded animals. Bear these things in mind. Are you ready?
Sure, friend.
He opened the bottle and began to drip the stuff into the funnel. Slowly, very slowly, drop by drop, the clear liquid entered the tube and traveled a long, dark route to Harry Pope's stomach, where the crate lay sleeping. Drop by drop, a pale, swirling vapor hung over the funnel. Down there on the sheet, where the tube ended, a wet gray patch began to spread, the chloroform spreading and evaporating, spreading and evaporating. The room began to reek of it. And I remembered other places and other times. Hospitals, operations, the death of loved ones, smell of chloroform. Harry began to twitch now, his nose. He seemed to be in agony.
Woody.
Harry, what is it?
I think I'm gonna sneeze.
Don't do it, boy. Hang on, Harry. You gotta hang on. Don't. Ganderby looked at Harry's face. He reached up, pressed his knuckle against some nerve on Harry's upper lip, and the agonized look vanished. The relentless dripping of the chloroform continued. Harry was getting cold. I could see goose flesh along his arms, across the top of his chest where the jacket was opened. Ganderby looked at this and stopped pouring.
That is enough. I think our little friend should be thoroughly unconscious now. Mr. Pope, you must remain very still. We are going to remove the sheet now.
Anything you say, Doctor.
Mr. Woods, you take the other side. We will have to do this ever so carefully.
We each took a side of the hymn. I watched Ganderby and did everything that he did. Harry's arms were still flat on the bed, pointing toward his feet. We inched the sheet under and free of these. It was rough, because we had to do it without disturbing the main area of the sheet. When it was free of his arms, we began to raise it slowly, gathering the material in our hands as we progressed ever so slowly down Harry's chest. We reached the end of his jacket. No sign of the snake. My hands were beginning to shake. Ganderby paused while I turned my head away for air. The odor of chloroform was stifling. And then we went on, slowly, thread by thread, raising the sheet and easing it away, down past the cord of his pajamas, and down, and still no sign of the snake. I'd stopped looking for it by now. I was concentrating on keeping my arms from shaking. And then, quite suddenly, we were done. Ganderby dropped the sheet on the floor. Harry lay on his back, not moving, but watching us with wide, terrorized eyes. Ganderby squinted at both sides of Harry, at his legs.
Where is it?
It is not as you suppose on the outside of your pajama pants. It must be up one of the legs.
Harry, no, you fool! Stop it! No! Stop it! Stop it!
I don't see it.
Kick those tatters of cloth, the remains of his pants.
Yeah. No, nothing.
The bed. Under the bed.
Yeah. Move your feet, Harry. Harry, move your feet. No, there's nothing.
Mr. Pope, are you quite certain you saw a snake? Sometimes when we are very tired, we find our autosuggestive faculties run a bit out of hand.
Are you calling me a liar?
Why, no. I merely say that the autosuggestive
Are you telling me I'm a liar?
Harry.
Why, you lousy little quack. Call me a liar. You stinking little Hindu witch doctor with your fancy pants talk.
Harry!
Come in here sticking me full of your cheap, no-good medicine.
Harry, don't!
Pour that freezing cold up all over
Harry,
me.
take it easy. Harry's your friend.
My friend! That little hunk of foreign trash, my friend! Where I come from, where you guys live, khaki like him for busboys.
You make a mistake. You are wrong.
Yeah, for busboys, for waiters, for nothing. You're a foreigner. You're a gook. You're a nothing. Boy, I ought to beat you to a bloody pulp. You and your chloroform. You and your stuff about friendship and Mama Snake. And I must make out like I like you. I ought to split your head wide open, you gook. You gook, you gook, you gook!
Please, Doctor, Forgive him. He's been under a great strain. He doesn't mean it.
A great strain, yes. He needs a good holiday. Good night, Mr. Woods.
That's all. I couldn't tell this if old Harry was still alive. Poor old Harry. He didn't die in India. He died in Chicago, in the Loop. Got run over by a taxi cab. The driver was third-generation Irish, a real 100% white American. Maybe that means something, I don't know. Poor old Harry.
Believe it or not, but the very life of your car depends on oil. Without oil, your motor would grind itself to pieces in a matter of minutes. That's why you need an oil that stands up under every driving condition. That's why you need Rich Lube all-weather motor oil. Rich Lube is refined 100% from the finest Pennsylvania crude oil ever discovered. That's your guarantee that Rich Lube won't burn up even under the terrific heat of hard summer driving. Its tough, long-lasting oil film is your faithful watchdog. It protects your motor every mile you drive. You can depend on it. Moreover, Rich Lube motor oil combats carbon and other harmful deposits by its special cleansing action. It cleans as it lubricates your motor. Keep your motor young, keep your motor clean. See your Richfield gasoline dealer tomorrow. Ask him to change your oil to Rich Lube all-weather motor oil. Escape is produced and directed by William N. Robeson, and tonight is presented Poison by Roald Dahl and adapted for radio by James Poe. Featured in tonight's cast were Jack Webb as Woody, Bill Conrad as Harry, Jane Novello as Ganderbai, and Charlie Long as the houseboy. Special music arranged and played by Ivan Ditmars. Next week at this time, the Richfield Oil Corporation of New York invites you to escape with an exciting story of evil and violence in the deadly swamps of New Guinea, as Jules Archer tells it in Two Came Back. Goodbye, then, until the same time next week when once again we offer you Escape. Tom Hanlon speaking over CBS, the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Don't allow the cold to get to you, my dear. Winter is still very early on, and I think you'll be just fine. What's that? Well, I suppose winter never does last. But what does? I mean, in the broad scheme of things, nothing can last forever. Except, perhaps, for nothing itself. A total absence could, in theory, exist forever. But now I'm getting far too in the weeds. If it's cold, put on a blanket. Or, if you're serious, escape by death.
The sealed book.
Once again, the keeper of the book is ready to open the ponderous volume in which is recorded all the secrets and mysteries of mankind through the ages. All the strange and mystifying stories of the past, the present, and the future. Keeper of the book, what tale will you tell us this time?
What tale shall I tell you? I have tales here of every kind. Tales of murder, tales of madness, of dark deeds and events strange beyond all belief. Let me see. Yes, here's a tale for you. The strange and terrible story of two old ladies and how they tried to escape from their doom. I call the story Escape by Death. My story begins in a big, shabby old house in the country, fully a mile from any other habitation. In a large ground-floor room, which is both their bedroom and sitting room, Martha and Louise Abbott listen to the wind howl outside. Louise is an invalid, confined to a wheelchair. Martha, though able to walk, can only hobble a few steps at a time, so that to them the lonely house is almost like a prison.
Listen to that wind, Louise. Oh, I do hate living out in the country like this. We're so isolated from everybody.
Oh, yes, Martha. It was so much nicer when we lived in our own house in the village.
Even if Roger and Hester are our nephew and niece, we should never have let them persuade us to move out here with them. Oh, what is it, Toby? Queenie? Oh, our mother's darling's hungry. Even Toby and Queenie don't like living here.
Yes, they do seem unhappy. Queenie hasn't been eating well.
Louise, it's very foolish for us to stay here with Roger and Hester. I think I hear Hester coming now. We'll tell her right away that we want to go back to our old home.
Here I am at last, Aunt Louise. Aunt Martha, I brought you tea and some cake I just made this afternoon.
Thank you, dear.
I have the Daily Sentinel for you. George Gibson just delivered it. I haven't even opened it yet.
Thank you. Roger, Louise and I have been talking things over. It was very kind of you to invite us to live here with you, but we were much happier living in the village. We want to go back.
But, Aunt Martha, it's much better for you here. Really it is.
Of course, you're just homesick, both of you.
You'll get over it. Pretty soon you'll love the country as much as we do.
Now, we don't want to hear another word about your leaving us. We couldn't be happy thinking of you alone and helpless in the village. Come along, Roger. Let them drink their tea.
All right, Hester. See you both later.
Oh, I do wish they'd let us go back.
There's no reason why we shouldn't.
Do you remember the teas we used to give? Mary Thompson came over every afternoon. It was so nice.
There's no reason we can't move back and give those teas again. We won't be alone or helpless either. And all the money Father left us, we can afford a dozen servants. Louise, we are going back. I've made up my mind.
Oh, Martha, I'm so glad.
Listen to Toby and Queenie. They're glad we're going back too, aren't you, you fat old darlings?
Oh, they understand you, Martha. They know we're not going to stay here much longer.
Of course they do. Well, now that's settled. Let's see what's in the Sentinel. Let's see now.
Oh, Martha, let's look at the obituary notices first.
Just what I was turning to, Louise. Here we are.
Did anyone we know die?
Now, let me see. Yes. You remember Amos Wilson, don't you?
Yes.
He died 2 days ago.
Oh, poor Amos. He was about your age, wasn't he, Martha?
Certainly not. He was a good deal older.
Oh, Martha, look at this. Why, it says that Mary Thompson is entering the county home for the infirm.
The poorhouse? Oh, no, it can't be.
You can read it for yourself. Oh, that dreadful place. I'd rather be dead than in that home.
Poor Mary.
Martha, after we move back to the village, can't we have Mary come to live with us?
Yes, of course. Why, going to the poorhouse would be the death of her.
No, it can't be.
What can't be?
Read what it says there in the real estate column. The old Abbott mansion, owned by the Mrs. Martha and Louise Abbott, has been put up for sale by their nephew, Roger Clark.
What? Why, it must be a mistake. No. We never told Roger to sell our house. Roger! Roger!
Now, Martha, we mustn't get excited.
But why should he want to sell our house? I don't permit it.
You calling me, Aunt Martha?
Yes, Roger. What's this in the Sentinel about our house being up for sale?
Oh, is it in the Sentinel? Oh, I'm so sorry.
It is a mistake, isn't it, Roger?
Well, no, Aunt Louise. But since the house isn't being used, I thought it would be a good idea to sell it.
But you had no right to put the house up for sale without telling me.
Now, don't get yourself excited, Aunt Martha. If you don't want the house sold, I'll remove it from the market.
You must, Roger. We couldn't live if the house was sold.
All right. Now I'll take care of everything. Don't you worry. Everything's going to be all right.
I don't like it, Louise. I don't like it at all. Why should he try to sell it without telling us?
It does seem strange.
Louise, we must get in touch with Judge Morris at once. He's the administrator of Father's estate. He'll take care of everything for us the way we want it. I didn't like the look in Roger's eyes just now. I've always been suspicious of Roger, and if you want my opinion, he and Hester are up to something. Is Mother's beautiful Queenie hungry? Well, here's a nice piece of meat from the lovely supper Hester just brought us.
Oh, Queenie is hungry, Martha. She's got her appetite back since she learned we intend going back to the village.
Yes, she has, but where's Toby? I don't see him around any place.
He's probably in the kitchen. Martha, when are you going to speak to Roger and Hester again about our leaving?
I'm waiting until we can get in touch with Judge Morris. He'll come get us whether Roger wants us to go or not. There's been something very strange about Roger's manner ever since we told him yesterday we didn't want to stay.
Martha, look. Queenie's ill. Oh. That meat you gave her, it's made her sick.
Queenie, oh, what's the matter with Mother's darling?
Oh, Martha, there's something terribly wrong with her.
Queenie, what is it? Oh, Louise, what can we do?
Give her some water, maybe that'll help. Martha, she's fallen down.
She's dead, Louise. Queenie is dead.
Oh, no, she can't.
But she is, though she was perfectly all right until I gave her that meat.
She was so hungry, she just bolted it down. Oh, Martha, she must have choked on it. She's choked to death.
Did she? I'm not so sure.
Martha, what do you mean? What else could it have been?
She acted more as if she were poisoned.
Poisoned?
Yes, I'm sure of it. The meat was poisoned. That's why Queenie died.
But how's that possible?
It was poisoned because that meat was meant for us.
Martha, you don't mean that Roger and Hester...
Yes, Louise. Oh, I see it now. That's why they brought us out here. Why they won't let us leave. They're planning to kill us. They're after our money.
Oh, Martha, what are we going to do?
Well, we've got to get in touch with Judge Morris right away. He'll save us.
But, Martha, how can we? The telephone, it's upstairs in Hester's room, and neither of us can climb stairs.
I know that. We've got to figure another way to reach him. Louise, our lives depend upon it.
All that night, the two old ladies, terror in their hearts, tossed and turned in an effort to think of a way of escape from the horrible trap in which they found themselves. In the morning, they thought they had discovered how to do it. When George Gibson, the rural mail carrier, came by, Louise called to him and gave him a frantic message to Judge Morris, which he promised to deliver. However, a few minutes later, encountering Roger, their nephew, George Gibson told him what had happened, and Roger managed to persuade him not to deliver the message. Then Roger hurried home to consult with Hester.
Roger, you say that while Martha was out here in the kitchen with me, Louise was giving George Gibson a message for Judge Morris?
Yes. And she seemed so excited that George stopped me on the road to tell me about it. Hester, I'm afraid they suspect.
Oh, no, they mustn't. We mustn't let them.
I should say not, after all the trouble we've gone to. Well, it would ruin everything. We've got to quiet their suspicion somehow. We've got to make them like it here, so they'll be perfectly content to stay with us until they die.
And now to return to the story of escape by death, as it is written in the sealed book. For 24 hours, Martha and Louise have waited in trembling impatience for George Gibson to bring word that Judge Morris has received their frantic appeal for help.
Oh, Martha, where can George be? He's more than an hour late.
And he's probably just been delayed. Maybe the car broke down. He'll be here soon.
Yes, here he comes now. He's turning up the drive. Oh, Martha, I was so worried.
I told you he wouldn't fail us.
But there's Roger taking the mail from him. Suppose Roger doesn't let him see us. He might...
Louise.
What is it, Martha? What's wrong?
That isn't George Gibson delivering the mail.
Not George Gibson?
No, that's a much younger man. Now he's leaving. Roger's coming back in the house.
Martha, where do you suppose George is?
I don't know. I don't understand.
Perhaps he's sick today.
Here comes Roger.
Hello, Aunt Martha. Aunt Louise. Here's a magazine that came in the mail. I thought you might like to see it.
Thank you, Roger.
Why didn't George Gibson deliver the mail today?
Oh, you saw that there was a new driver. Well, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but yesterday afternoon, poor George was killed.
Killed?
Oh, no.
He had a bad accident as he was returning to the village.
An accident?
Yes. I'd rather not talk about it anymore now. It'll just upset you. Hester will bring you some supper soon.
Poor George.
Well, that means Judge Morris didn't get our message.
Oh, Martha.
Don't you see, Louise? That wasn't any accident. George was killed to keep him from going to Judge Morris.
Martha, you can't mean that Roger and Hester...
Yes, Louise, they'll stop at nothing to get our money.
But what are we going to do? We can't get a message to anyone. And they're poisoning our food. We haven't eaten a thing since poor Queenie died. We can't go on throwing the food away or we'll starve.
There's only one thing to do. Toby must sample our food.
You mean to see if it's poison.
Yes, it's dreadful having to risk poor Toby's life, but it's the only thing we can do. Here you are, Toby, a nice piece of meat for Mother's darling.
Martha, I get so frightened every time I see Toby eating something. I keep remembering Queenie, the dreadful way she died.
Now, Louise, we mustn't think of that. Here, Toby, dear.
Martha, why are you feeding Toby?
Well, he gets plenty to eat in the kitchen. He'll die of overeating if you aren't careful.
I've always fed Toby from my own plate. He expects it.
But, Aunt Martha, if you feed that meat to the cat, there won't be enough for you.
No. And if you're to get well, you need all that food. Now, I don't want you feeding Toby any more of it.
Here, Toby. Come on, boy. Come on. Come on out the kitchen there. Martha and Louise eat their supper.
Here you are, Aunt Martha. Aunt Louise, I've bought you your lunch. Doesn't it look good?
Yes, Esther. It's very nice.
Here, Toby. Here, kitty. Esther, have you seen Toby?
No, Aunt Martha, I haven't.
Oh, but where could he be? Toby's always on time for meals.
Oh, he's probably someplace around the house. Now, eat your lunch before it gets cold.
Oh, Martha, where can he be?
Toby'll be along in a few minutes. We won't touch a bit of this food until he's eaten some of it.
I do wish he were here. I'm so hungry.
Louise, don't touch a thing on that tray. It isn't safe.
Here, Toby. Here, kitty.
Good evening, Aunt Martha. Aunt Louise, how are you?
Good evening, Roger.
I have supper here for you, too. Why, Aunt Martha, neither of you ate your lunch. What's wrong?
We weren't hungry, Esther.
Have you found Toby yet?
No, I've looked everywhere for him, but he seems to have disappeared.
Oh, no.
Now, you mustn't worry. I'm sure he'll turn up all right.
Aunt Martha, you and Aunt Louise can't afford to miss meals in your state of health.
Certainly not. Now, we want you to eat everything that Hester's brought you.
Mm-hmm. You'll make us very unhappy if you don't. Now, please eat it while it's hot. Come along, Roger. I'll get you your supper.
All right, dear.
Did you hear what she said about Toby, Louise?
Yes. He's vanished.
Nonsense. They've killed him. You saw how angry they were last night when we fed Toby from our plates. They've killed him so he won't spoil their plans.
Oh, Martha, what are we going to do? I'm so hungry that my head spins and I'm dizzy.
I know, Louise. So am I. Oh, I hate them.
We're leaving them our money and our wills. They'll get it soon enough. Why must they kill us?
Because they're nothing but common murderers. I distrusted Roger from the minute Hester first brought him to our house.
Yes, it's his fault. He's changed Hester. She used to be such a sweet girl.
Oh, there was only some way to get word to the village or to bring somebody here to help us. Louise, I have an idea.
What is it, Martha?
There's one way to bring people here.
What, Martha?
If we were to set fire to the house, somebody would be sure to see the flames.
Yes, of course. And then the fire company would come out.
Then we'd be able to tell them. We'd be saved.
Oh, but Martha, Hester and Roger would put out the fire before it could get big enough to be seen.
Louise, I know a way we can prevent them from putting out the fire.
You do?
Yes, we can save ourselves, Louise. We can save ourselves. Here, Toby. Here, kitty.
Martha, why are you looking down the cellar stairs like that? Now, you should be in your room.
Certainly should. It's drafty out here in the hall. Now, close the cellar door and go back to your room.
But I heard Toby crying. He's down in the cellar, and I won't go to my room until I get him.
But Aunt Martha...
Roger, just to put Aunt Martha's mind at ease, why don't you go down the cellar and see if Toby is there?
Oh, all right. But if you ask me, it's just a waste of time.
Please help him look for Toby, Hester. You'll find him so much quicker if you both look for him.
Aunt Martha... Oh, very well. But you go back to your room so you don't catch cold. Roger, do you see him?
Doesn't seem to be any place here in the cellar.
Now we'll see just how smart you are, trying to poison us. There. You won't stop us from escaping now. I must get Louise. Louise, it worked.
You mean you were able to lock them in the cellar?
Yes, and with the door locked, they can't get out.
They found out they're locked in.
Now, don't you worry about it, Louise. I'll take care of everything.
What are you doing with that kerosene lamp, Martha?
Pouring the kerosene around the room so it will burn better. There. Are you ready to leave, Louise?
Yes, Martha, yes.
Now strike a match and start the fire.
How quickly it's starting to spread.
Yes, we've got to leave. I'll push your wheelchair, Louise, and you try to help by rolling the wheels. Yes, Martha. Well, we're coming along nicely. Good more, dear. Come on. Just a little bit more.
Martha, I do hate to do this.
Louise, you mustn't waste any pity on them. Even if they are our niece and nephew, they're nothing but common murderers.
Yes, I suppose you're right.
Now, I'll just open the front door, and we'll be free. Now, roll the wheels a bit, Louise. And just a few feet more, and we'll be safe.
Yes,
that's it. There. Now we're far enough away from the house to be perfectly safe.
Oh, my, the whole house is on fire. Do you think they can see it in the village by now, Martha?
I'm sure they do. Now remember, Louise, when the fire company gets here, we don't know what happened to Roger and Hester. We just managed to get out ourselves.
Yes, Martha.
If we told them what we were forced to do to escape, we'd have to reveal that our own niece and nephew were poisonous, murderers. We don't want to disgrace the family name, Louise.
Oh, no, Martha, of course not. Look, Martha, look! The roof is going!
Oh, and here comes the fire engine. Louise, we're saved. We're saved. Good morning, Judge Morris.
Good morning, Miss Martha, Miss Louise. I trust you're well after that terrible ordeal last night.
Oh, we're feeling much better. Thank you, Judge Morris.
I know it'll be painful for you, but now that your niece and nephew are gone, we must plan for your future.
Oh, you don't have to bother, Judge. All we want to do is move back to our old house, hire a few servants, and live as we used to.
Yes.
And I was wondering if you could arrange to have Mary Thompson come live with us. I won't hear of her going to that dreadful home for the infirm. Why, the poorhouse would be the death of her.
Oh, no, we can't let her go there.
With all the money Father left us, there's no reason why she should.
Ladies, I'd hoped I'd never have to reveal the truth to you, but now it appears I must.
The truth? I don't understand, Judge.
Some weeks ago, the bonds in the trust fund your father left you became utterly worthless.
What?
Your nephew and niece were afraid the shock of learning you were penniless would be too much for you. So it was decided to keep the news from you. That's why the three of us persuaded you to move in with them. Your house here in the village had to be sold to meet the debts of the estate.
But that can't be. Father left us so much.
It's all worthless now. Perhaps I should have told you this a month ago. But your niece and nephew wouldn't hear of it. In spite of the fact that they had only Roger's salary to live on, they were determined to prevent you from ever learning of your misfortune.
Oh, but the deaths of poor Queenie and Toby, of George Gibson.
George Gibson?
Yes.
I'm afraid I don't understand. Surely you heard that he was killed. The tire blew out and his car turned over.
You mean he wasn't murdered?
Certainly not.
Oh.
You feeling well? Has my news been too much for you?
No.
Well, now that your niece and nephew are gone, there's no one to support you, I'm afraid there's only one thing left.
One thing left? What's that?
I'm sorry to say, believe me, I am. The county home for the infirm.
Oh.
The poorhouse.
And that is the tale of escape by death, as it is written in the sealed book. Louise and Martha, because they could not believe that the death of their cat was an accident, convinced themselves that they were in danger of being killed, and in their frantic efforts to escape, ruthlessly destroyed their only protectors. Strange are the ways in which fate plays tricks on mere mortals. But the sound of the great gong tells me it's time to close the sealed book once more.
One moment, Keeper of the Book. What story from the sealed book will you tell us next time?
Next time? What kind of a tale would you like? A story of ghosts, of vampires, of werewolves howling in the night? A tale of dark plots and evil deeds? Of a strange fate overtaking the guilty? Let me see. I'll find one for you in just a moment.
And now, Keeper of the Book, have you found the story that you'll tell next time?
Yes, I found one for you. It's the amazing story of a woman's jealousy, so great that it would not let her lie quietly in her grave, but made her seek revenge even from behind the dark veil of death. I call it Death at Storm House.
Be sure to be with us next time to hear another strange and mysterious story from
The Sealed Book.
The Sealed Book, written by Bob Arthur and David Cogan, is produced and directed by Jock McGregor.
Well, make sure you blow on this before you take a sip. I wouldn't want you to burn yourself. Not in weather like this. It would be so ironic. It sure is very cold for this time of year, but I suppose in a way that's just festive. So I'll learn to enjoy it, and I hope you do too. Oh, times like these remind me of very long ago. A time to string lights, to make merry, and to never trust a stranger.
And now stay tuned for the program that is rated tops in popularity for a longer period of time than any other West Coast program in radio history. The Signal Oil program, The Whistler.
Signal, signal gasoline.
Signal, the famous Go Farther gasoline, invites you to sit back and enjoy another strange story by The Whistler.
I am the Whistler, and I know many things, for I walk by night. I know many strange tales hidden in the hearts of men and women who have stepped into the shadows. Yes, I know the nameless terrors of which they dare not speak.
And now for the Signal Oil Company, the Whistler's strange story. You can't trust a stranger.
As you walk down the crowded corridor from the district attorney's office, you can feel the stares and hear the whispers. There's Frank Malloy. He's getting out, but not for long. It's costing you $10,000 to walk out that front door, but it's worth it, isn't it, Frank? Because you have a plan, at least part of one. Yes. You reach the front entrance, push open the heavy door, and go out into the street. There at the curb, you recognize the long yellow convertible and the attractive blonde sitting inside. She slides over as you slip in behind the wheel.
In again, out again.
Yeah.
How was jail this time?
Lay off, Vivian.
From what I read in the papers, they're going to put you away for a long, long time after the small formality of a trial.
Well, don't believe everything you read. I'm not going on trial.
You are?
No. I'm going to be around long enough to give him a chance.
You're going to jump bail.
That's exactly what I'm going to do.
You'll lose your $10,000 bond.
Doesn't matter. I've got plenty, and it's put away where I can get at it in a hurry.
Where will you go?
We're going together, baby.
I'm ready, Frank.
I don't know how or where we're going, but we're getting out of the States. We can beat it to Havana and then maybe South America. I'll get a divorce and we're all set. We've got enough money to last us the rest of our lives.
That sounds wonderful, but how do you expect to get away? The moment they miss you, they'll be watching for you everywhere.
Yeah, I know. DA wants to see me in a couple of days. So whatever we're going to do, we're going to have to move fast.
Well, we can't just take a plane or a train. Before we start running, Frank, we have to think of something, some kind of plan.
Yeah, I know.
What about a private plane and pilot? Let's find out about it right away.
No. There's something else I've got to find out first.
What do you mean?
I'm going out to the ranch. I'm going to see my wife.
You're going out to see Martha?
That's right.
Why?
Vivian, didn't you ever wonder how the district attorney got hold of all my records and books that I kept? Do you think I sent them to him? Do you think I wanted the smoothest gambling syndicate in the state to come crashing down around my neck? No, but somebody else did. It had to be somebody I trusted, somebody close to me. I want to be sure it wasn't Martha.
But, Frank, don't
And
you...
they have enough on me to put me away for 20 years. I want to know where they got it.
Oh, Frank, what difference does it make now? All that matters now is getting away.
We'll get away, baby. Don't worry. But first I want to see Martha. I just want to know.
As you drive through the city and across the Bay Bridge, your thoughts dwell upon your wife, Martha, don't they, Frank? You begin to think back, wondering just how much Martha knew about you and your organization. Wondering if she knew about Vivian or any of the others. Wondering if it could have been Martha who brought everything crashing down, sending you to jail. And there are other things to be thought of. How will you manage to get out of the country before the district attorney knows you're gone? Chartered plane and a private pilot might work. And you do have friends in Florida who would help you and Vivian get out of the country. After an hour of driving and thinking, you're suddenly startled as Vivian pulls violently at your arm.
Frank, look out!
Did I hit him?
I don't know. He's lying by the side of the highway.
I didn't see him in time. What was he doing out in the middle of the highway?
Look, he's getting up.
Come on, we better have a look at him. Come on.
He is getting up.
Yeah. Doesn't look like he's hurt too badly. Hey, you all right?
I don't know. I think so.
What were you doing out in the middle of the highway?
I was trying to catch a ride.
Does anything feel broken?
No, I don't think so. I saw you coming right at me, and I dove for the side of the road. You didn't hit me.
Oh, it's a relief.
Looks like my trousers are finished.
You're sure you're all right?
Yeah. Forget it. It's my own fault for standing in the middle of the highway.
What's your name?
My name?
Yeah.
Chuck. Why?
Well, Chuck, I feel kind of bad about this. I think the least I can do is offer you a ride. Do something about those trousers, too.
Forget it. Forget it. It's my fault.
Well, we can't leave you standing here. We're going another 10 miles.
Okay. Let me get my hat out of the ditch.
Frank, do you have to give him a lift? He admits it was his fault. Let's get out of here.
Didn't you notice something, Vivian? Something real interesting about that fella?
What are you talking about?
Look, he's just turned around. Look at him. Now look at me. Notice anything?
Frank.
See it? Looks a lot like me, huh?
Yeah.
Same size, build, even his features. Yeah, if I worked it out right, I could get away with it.
Get away with what?
Just think, Vivian. How much easier it would be for us to get away if everybody thought that I was dead.
If you really want to protect the money invested in your car, then the motor oil for you is Signal's amazing new heavy-duty oil that reduces engine wear 50%. Signal Premium, heavy-duty Signal Premium. Now there's the oil that really protects your car. This proved and improved heavy-duty Signal oil does more, much more than just lubricate. In addition, Signal Premium motor oil cools, cleans, cushions, seals, and protects. Result? Tests under all types of driving conditions prove new Signal Premium motor oil reduces engine wear 50%. Your engine keeps its like-new pep and power twice as long. So if you're still using lazy, old-fashioned oil that merely lubricates, it's high time to make a change for the better. Change oil next time at a Signal service station. Change to new, harder-working Signal Premium motor oil that reduces engine wear 50%.
Signal gasoline. Your car will go far. We'll go for the gasoline.
Almost every piece of the plan seems to fit together, doesn't it, Frank? If the police thought you were dead, you and Vivian could take your time about getting out of the country. You could go knowing they weren't watching for you. You study the man whom you almost hit on the highway, and already you're planning the last few hours of his life.
I'll be real nice to him, Vivian, and get him to talk about himself. We have to find out as much about him as we can.
You just leave it to me, Frank.
Okay. All set, Chuck?
Yeah.
Let's go then, huh?
Some buggy.
Yeah.
Always promised myself I'd have one of these someday. Look at me. I don't even have bus fare. My clothes are dirty and wrinkled, and I need a shave. I look like a tramp. I don't blame people for passing me by.
Where were you headed, Chuck?
Los Angeles, I guess. They tell me the nights are balmy down there. It makes a difference when you sleep in parked cars.
Well, don't you have any friends in Los Angeles?
I don't have any friends anywhere.
Well, that's a pretty broad statement, Chuck. Must have friends somewhere. Maybe back home, huh?
I wouldn't know. I haven't been home in a long time. Been everywhere else. Australia, Africa, Brazil. Been working on freighters. Just got back to the States last week.
Just last week, huh?
Right. Been gone nearly 5 years.
Oh, where is your home?
I come from a place called Hyannis. Ever hear it? It's in Massachusetts, Cape Cod.
No, never heard of it.
It's a fishing village.
Oh.
Still, it doesn't seem possible that a man doesn't have any friends.
Oh, you must have a girlfriend.
Yeah. Had a girl once in Hyannis. Her name was Mamie.
Mamie?
It was a long time ago when I was young and foolish.
Whatever happened to Mamie?
I wouldn't know. I wrote her for a while, but when I didn't get any answer to my letters, I just forgot about Mamie.
Say, Chuck, tell me, what kind of work do you do?
I'm one of those guys who can do anything until you pin me down, and then it turns out I can't do much of anything.
Well, I'm sure you'll fit in somewhere, someday. Just haven't run into it yet.
Maybe. In the meantime, I like drifting around the world. I'm talking too much. I don't get the chance to talk to people very often, especially about myself. Everybody likes to talk about themselves.
What are you going to do when you get back to L.A.?
Look for work, I guess. I'm broke.
Well, if you really want a job, Chuck, maybe I can do something for you.
What do you mean?
Well, do you have a 10-bar?
No.
Well, I own a string of bars throughout the valley. If you're willing to learn, maybe I can put you to work as a bartender.
Me, a bartender? A guy's on his feet a lot in that kind of work.
You can make good money.
Yeah, I can believe that. But tell me something. Why all the interest in me?
Well, we might have run over you, maybe killed you. I think the least Frank can do is try and help you out a little.
Do you think I could learn to 10-bar?
Oh, I'm sure you could, Chuck.
It's an interesting proposition, Mr.
Malloy. Just call me Frank.
I'm Vivian, Chuck.
Hi. How do you like that? Yesterday I was bumming around. Today I'm going to be a bartender. Who knows what'll happen tomorrow?
You know, don't you, Frank? You know exactly what's in store for Chuck tomorrow. As a matter of fact, you wonder if he'll even be alive tomorrow. Because now you're certain that he will do fine as a part of your plan. No one knows about him. No one even knows where he is. No one would miss him if he disappeared. He assured you of that. As you turn off the main highway toward your small ranch, you already have the first stages of the plan ready. You stop the car at the gate.
I have to take care of some business here, Chuck. You go with Vivian. She'll put you up for the afternoon.
Whatever you say, boss.
Take him to my apartment, huh? Here's his key. I'll call you.
When?
As soon as I've made the arrangements we were talking about.
Will they take long?
No. Everything will be taken care of by tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah. And take good care of Chuck, huh? Make him feel at home.
Now, well, we'll be at your place. You call me.
I'll call you. Well, I'll see you later tonight, Chuck.
Sure thing, Mr. Malloy.
Bye, baby.
Bye.
You watch them disappear down the road, Frank, and then you turn toward the house. Everything seems peaceful and undisturbed, and you realize how long it has been since you've come out to the ranch. As you reach the steps and put your hand to the door knocker, you wonder if Martha will be surprised to see you.
Hello, Frank.
Hello, Martha. I've come to see you.
Come in.
You don't seem surprised to see me.
I'm not.
You were expecting me?
Yes.
Then you knew I was out of jail.
Sit down, Frank. Would you like a cup of coffee?
No, nothing, except... Martha, I think you know who turned me into the district attorney. Who was it?
Why, I did. I did what I thought was right. You must have known, Frank.
I always trusted you. You were the one person I thought I didn't have to worry about.
That's it exactly, Frank. You never worried about me. I don't think you even thought about me. There was a time when I was the most important thing in the world to you.
So you fix it, they'll send me to prison.
You belong in prison. You've become nothing more than a gangster, a hoodlum. You're not the man I married 15 years ago. Little by little, I watched you change. You began to make money, lots of money. And along with your money, you gained power. The more you got, the more you wanted. And anything you couldn't have, you destroyed. What did you expect to do? Own everything and everyone someday?
But to turn me in like that,
I had to stop you for your own sake, and I did it the only way I knew how. I cried for months because I knew the only way to stop you was to call the district attorney. I did what I thought was right.
And now you know, Frank. You know who betrayed you and why it was done. You begin to pace around the room, walking faster and faster, bumping into things and knocking them over. And suddenly you stop in front of the mantel. You see the clock, and the feeling of rage subsides. You realize that by 9 o'clock tonight, things will be all right. And Martha, conscientious Martha, will have a strange punishment, won't she, Frank? She'll always believe she sent you to your death. After a long silence, Martha throws a shawl over her shoulders and walks outside.
Hello?
Frank, Vivian. Everything all right?
Yes, I've been listening to the story of Chuck's life. Seems his girlfriend, Mamie, was quite a gal. Now our bartender's in the other room practicing with your liquor.
Good. Now listen, Vivian. Get one of my suits out of the closet and give it to Chuck. Have him shower and shave and put the suit on. We're, going to a party.
I understand.
Tell him you're meeting me at one of my places up at the lake. Leave my apartment by 8:30 and drive up on Skyline Drive to Mountain View Club. Now don't stop anywhere. When you get there, wait in the parking lot and back. Be there by 9 o'clock. Clear?
Clear and simple. What exactly are you planning, Frank?
Like I said, a party.
I see.
Good. Are you sure you've got it all?
We'll see you at the party at 9.
At 9. What are you doing out here, Martha?
Listening to the crickets. It's a nice night.
Yeah. We used to go riding on nights like this.
You remember that?
Of course.
I'm surprised, Frank.
Are you? Well, here's another surprise for you, Martha. I'm not going to do anything about the fact that you turned against me.
Oh?
Matter of fact, when I leave here, I'm going for a little ride. One we often used to take together. Along Skyline Drive.
Frank, what have you got on your mind?
Just you, Martha. I'll be thinking of you.
I'll get my coat.
Oh, no, Martha. Wouldn't be right for you to go anywhere with a hoodlum, a criminal.
Frank.
Goodbye, Martha. Remember, I'll be thinking of you.
The expression on her face, in her eyes, delights you, doesn't it, Frank? Martha is still in love with you after all this time. And later, when your plan goes through, she'll have something to think about, won't she? Something that will be her punishment. Yes, Martha, conscientious as she is, will feel deeply when Chuck's body is finally found in your car, wearing your clothes at the bottom of the lake. Martha will always believe you killed yourself because she turned you in to the district attorney. And above all, she'll testify that you were heading for the Skyline Drive. That part will help eliminate the identification problem. High up on Skyline Drive, you pull into the parking lot of the darkened club, where you agreed to meet Vivian. A few minutes later, the headlights of her car come into view.
Right on time.
What? Oh, hi, Mr. Malloy. Didn't know you were here yet. Say, thanks for the suit. How do I look?
Just fine, Chuck.
Are we on time for the party, Frank?
Oh, right on time. Oh, say, Chuck, would you give me a hand with some stuff in my car? It's right over here.
Sure. Vivian said we were going to a party. Is it in that place up there?
No, not there.
I didn't think so. Joint looks closed down. It's sure dark out here. What are we going to
This, Chuck, this! Yeah. Party's almost over for you, Chuck.
What happened?
I hit him. It'll be easier to handle this way. Pull that door open so I can put him in the car.
Right. What are we going to do now?
I can stay here about 5 minutes and then drive up the highway about 1 mile. The road makes that sharp bend around the lake.
Yeah, I know where it
I'll
is.
be waiting. I'll be waiting there, off the highway. Blink your lights as you approach, and I'll come out and wave you down.
I thought you were going to bring Martha with you.
No. I've taken care of Martha. Another way.
You drive out of the parking lot, and in a few minutes you reach the sharp curve in the highway. Pull over and stop where the edge drops off into the deep end of the lake. And it only takes seconds to drag Chuck's body to the front seat behind the wheel. Carefully, you go through his pockets and remove everything. Then plant your belongings in his pockets. You put your ring and watch on him. Then everything is ready. You push the clutch in, put the car in gear, and as you jump back away from the car, it jerks forward and over the ledge. To disappear in the deep black water of the lake.
Is it all over?
See for yourself. By the time they pull the car out of the water, it'll look like Frank Malloy was drowned when his car skidded off the road and crashed into the lake.
Let's hope so.
Be weeks before they find the body, and the water will make positive identification pretty difficult. But they'll find enough there to think it's me. And Martha will help, too. Yeah, all we have to do is hide out until he's found, and we'll be free, Viv.
Where do we go now?
Well, first we have to stop at a couple of places down the valley and pick up the money I put away.
Well, that's a must.
And we'll drive on to Los Angeles where we can hide out. Then we'll see.
Whatever you say, Frank.
Now let's get out of here. You know, it's funny how Martha tried to send me to jail. When she recognizes my clothes, her story, more than anything, will help to set me free.
Throughout the western states, from Canada to Mexico, one gasoline is famous as the Go Farther gasoline. It's Signal gasoline. Now, naturally, we're mighty proud of Signal's good mileage, which has built that reputation. But equally important to you as a motorist is the way Signal gives you such good mileage. You see, today's Signal helps your engine run so efficiently. You save gasoline 3 ways. 1, you save gasoline with Signal's quick starting. 2, you save gasoline with Signal's smooth, obedient pickup, free from balking and hesitation. 3, you save gasoline with Signal's lively power that gets you into high gear fast, helps you stay there with a minimum of shifting on hills or in traffic. So you see, considering the number of times a day you start your car, accelerate, and shift gears, even a little gasoline saved each time soon adds up to a big saving. So there, in a nutshell, friends, is why motorists call Signal the Go Farther gasoline. Why not treat your car to a tank full tomorrow and go farther with Signal?
Signal, signal, signal gasoline. Your car will go far with Go Farther gasoline.
One morning, 2 months later, you open your eyes in a hotel just outside the city of Los Angeles, don't you, Frank? Yes, you've been here 2 months, waiting for someone to find the body of Chuck and identify him as you, the missing Frank Malloy. And last night's paper carried the story you've been waiting for, the story of your death. Now it'll be safe to change your name and leave the country with Vivian. Everything has gone perfectly, hasn't it, Frank? You stretch out on the bed and your hand drops down to touch the small handbag you've kept beside you. The bag containing over $100,000. Suddenly you sit up, realizing the bag is gone. You get up and search the room frantically, but the money isn't there.
Operator.
Operator!
Oh.
Yes, sir?
Would you connect me with room 303, Miss Vivian Smith, and hurry?
Yes, sir.
Well, I'm sorry, sir, but Miss Smith checked out of the hotel about an hour ago.
What? Did she leave a message?
Nothing, sir. Anything else, sir?
No. Nothing. Who's there?
Vivian.
Vivian. Vivian, the bag with the...
That's what you looking for?
Who are you?
He's from the police department, Doc.
The police?
Yes, he picked me up at the airport. After reading the story in the paper last night, I thought it was safe enough now to leave, only it wasn't.
She was taking your money and running out on you, Malloy.
And why not? Would only be a matter of time before I meant no more to him than Martha.
Shut up, Vivian.
It doesn't matter now, Frank.
Sure doesn't. You see, the newspaper story was just to get you out in the open. Some fishermen did find a body in the lake, but after all this time, it was a little hard to identify. He was wearing your clothes, Malloy, and was in your car. Your wife thought it was you.
But I don't see how that
I'll
could...
tell you something, though. At the morgue, we found out different. You see, Malloy, it wasn't hard to figure out what you'd done when we found a tattoo on the drowned man's chest. Yeah, the tattoo of a heart with the words Chuck and Mamie.
Featured in tonight's story were Bill Foreman as the Whistler, Gerald Moore, Betty Lou Gerson, Shepard Menken, and Charlotte Lawrence. The Whistler was produced and directed by George W. Allen, with story by Gus Bays, music by Wilbur Hatch, and was transmitted overseas by the Armed Forces Radio Service. The Whistler was entirely fictional, and all characters portrayed on The Whistler are also fictional. Any similarity of names or resemblance to persons living or dead is purely coincidental. Remember to tune in at this same time next Sunday, when the Signal Oil Company will bring you another strange story by The Whistler. Marvin Miller speaking for the Signal Oil Company.
Signal. Signal gasoline.
I do so hope that it snows, my dear. What's that? Well, I suppose I don't often have anywhere to be. So I'm not worried about the roads or the walkways. No. In fact, I wouldn't really see the snow at all. I know, I shouldn't be so melancholy, but it is quite a fine line during this time of year, from being holly and jolly to being the last days of a condemned man.
Out of the past, phantoms of a world gone by, speak again the immortal tale, the last day of a condemned man. This is the voice of a man condemned. Condemned by the law of the state and by freakish circumstance. I am, by all ordinary standards, a good citizen of France. I have fought under Bonaparte. I have served my country, married and fathered a child. But all those things come to nothing in the cell of the condemned. Hour by hour I await my pardon. But it will not come. I know that. For this is the working of a curse. A curse placed upon my father to last through all the generations of his line, for having loved too well a woman who was promised to another man. Each day, the specters of those who have gone before me in this cell accuse me and pass before me to disappoint all my hopes and to horrify me. They're here again. Murderers, thieves, all of them.
Andre, your nerves. Sit down, my friend. Control yourself. These things are only pictures in your mind.
No. They're real, Francois. They are the homeless spirits of the condemned murderers and thieves who were in this cell in years gone by. They've come to haunt me, to welcome me among the condemned.
But you know you've done nothing, really. Nothing that is a crime.
But everyone thinks I have. My wife, my daughter, they've accused me. Think of it, Francois. They have accused me of my own murder and of a crime against my own family. Oh, Francois, I wouldn't even harm a hair of their precious heads.
Then these ghosts are...
They know of the curse. They know my release is impossible since the state has condemned me. Francois. Francois, what if some of them were as innocent as I am, condemned and executed on false evidence? Perhaps that's why they've come to welcome me to the guillotine.
But you have every reason to hope for a pardon when the case is reviewed, Andre. You know you're innocent. Forget these ghosts, Andre. When you're free, they'll vanish from your mind.
From your side of these bars, it is easy to say that. You're in prison only for being my companion. But in the 2 inches of space between ourselves, there is a world of difference. Here on my side lie the spirits of men condemned to death for crime. And on your side are the spirits of those who have served their sentences and gone again into the world of life.
But you may yet be pardoned, Andre.
Those faces, the way they looked at me.
They looked at you? You saw their faces?
Yes. For the first time today, the day set for my execution. I saw them. I carried their heads under their arms. And the eyes in those heads looked at me. They seemed to tell me certainly that I soon would be with them.
Oh, they are your imagination. You bring on those images by thinking about those names scratched on the wall of your cell.
The scratchings of those dead men, yes. They were all here. Here in this very cell. And they, Francois, they were all killed by the guillotine. The guillotine that they've constructed again in the courtyard out there for me.
But they were murderers and thieves. That's the difference. You are not.
But they, even they, have accepted me among their number. They know. I can tell by the way they looked at me. But the guillotine won't be robbed. Oh, Francois. Francois, if she would only come, if the child would repent. Then they could not look at me so.
She will, Andre. Be certain of that. The child will come, and all will be pardoned.
No, Francois. Even I know that my hopes are in vain. But that is part of the curse. That my own wife and children will disown me in the hour of danger and will not even know me. And it works, Francois. The curse is working. You remember how it happened, Francois? You were with me then. We were walking along a road toward a village. We were laughing and talking and feeling happy in our new freedom.
Oh, just think, Andre. Tomorrow we'll be home.
Paris, our wives, everything we've been dreaming of.
Yep. Only a few days ago we were forgotten men, prisoners of war. Forgotten after the war was over and our Napoleon was defeated. We were still left to rot. That's the price of defeat.
I know, Francois. But we have escaped from those horrors. This is France. That should be enough, I suppose. But think of home, Francois. Home after so long.
Perhaps after so long, Paris will not be the way you imagine it. Perhaps it's changed.
Paris? Never. Paris does not change. Not as home. Nor the heart of one who loves you as well as my Lorraine. My wife, Lorraine, loves me. Let us stop for a moment and rest, Francois. Tell me, aren't you anxious to get back to your wife and your child?
My wife is dead, Andre. And we never had a child.
I'm sorry, Francois. I didn't know.
It's long past now, Andre. Thank you, though, for your sympathy. But I do know that tomorrow, or the next day, when we do come to Paris after this long journey, you will feel happy. And I'm glad for you.
Thank you, Francois.
I'm glad for you because there's never been a better companion, Andre. Through everything, we've never had trouble. You are, I believe, the gentlest man I've ever met.
And you too, Francois. I've been a good companion.
But a tired one, eh?
Perhaps. But I suppose anyone's entitled to that after what we've been through. But here, my stomach's crying for food. I'll go on into the village alone and see what I can get.
That's better anyway. You're better at getting people to give us food than I am.
Just think, after tomorrow, we'll never beg again.
If you don't come back within a short time, I'll follow you into the village and help you, should you have fallen into trouble.
Oh, there will be no trouble. People don't mind giving to poor, tired soldiers like us. I'll be back, Francois. I'll meet you here.
Yes, monsieur?
Hello, little one.
What is it you want?
Well, if you'll open the door a little wider, I can tell you.
There. A little wider. Now, monsieur?
Is your mama at home?
She is busy.
Well, I am a soldier, little one. I only want to ask you for some food.
If you're a soldier, you need nothing. But you don't look like a soldier in those dirty clothes. I don't believe you.
What is your name?
Never mind. I don't like you. Go away.
But I wouldn't hurt you.
I don't care. Go away. Go away.
Somehow you look... Yes, you do look like another little girl I know. She'd be just about your age, too.
Who?
Her name is Bernice, and she lives in Paris.
I lived in Paris once.
This little girl is still there. I am her father. What's your name?
Bernice?
Oh, you see? You're very much like this other little girl. How long have you been away from Paris?
Only... Never mind. Go on away.
But maybe you... No. No, you couldn't be my little girl, could you? Where is your papa?
Papa is gone. Gone away for a long time. He died in the war.
Oh, I'm sorry. Bernice, would you give me something to eat?
No, I won't. Go to the market if you want something to eat. They have food there.
Bernice? Oh, Bernice, darling.
Yes, Mama.
Was there someone at the door?
A nasty man who said he was a soldier.
A soldier?
He didn't look like a soldier to me. He was all dressed in awful old clothes.
What did he want?
He wanted something to eat. I sent him to the market. They have food there.
Oh, Bernice, you shouldn't have done that. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. He will find something. But, Bernice, is that the man going off down the street there?
Yes.
There's something about him. His back, perhaps, that looks like your father. Oh, that's impossible. Andre's dead. We had the report from the general himself.
Papa was a hero. You said so, Mama.
Yes. But sometimes, darling, I wish we hadn't moved from Paris quite so quickly after we heard. Perhaps... Sometimes I think there might be a chance that he'd come back. But these aren't things for you to worry about. Darling, I want you to run down to market and buy a loaf of bread for lunch. We'll need it. Here's the money. And do be careful, darling.
Yes, Mama. I'll be right back. Monsieur Baker, my maman sent me for some of that bread she likes so much.
Why, Bernice Germain. I thought your mama was going away to visit in Lyon.
Well, she is, monsieur, but she hasn't left yet.
Pardon, monsieur. But did I hear you call this child Bernice Germain?
Yes, that is her name.
Bernice Germain? Then it is you. You are my little girl.
Go away. I don't know you.
Monsieur, leave the child alone. Can't you see that you're frightening her?
She is my own.
Send him away. I don't know him. I don't like him. Please, Monsieur Baker, send him away.
But my child, why will you not recognize me?
Go away. Oh, why won't you go away?
The child is right. Get out now. Get out. Leave her alone.
But very well. I'll go. Goodbye, little one.
Thank heaven he's gone.
Men like that are no good. Good riddance. I will get the bread that your mother likes. I will have to get it from the oven in the back room here.
Bernice.
Go away. Didn't you hear what the baker said?
But he's wrong. I am...
Monsieur, why will you not go? I tried to help you when I struggled so a minute ago.
You tried to help me?
I saw you steal that loaf of bread when I came into the shop. My mother said that I should have helped you before. I made a fuss so you could get away.
My own daughter, helping her father to steal. Then you do recognize your father.
My father is dead.
But your father is not dead, child. Look here, Bernice. Here on my sword, my name is engraved there.
My father's sword! You killed my father! You killed my father!
Be quiet, child.
Go away! Go away! Don't hurt me!
Bernice,
No!
Bernice, what's the matter? What? Oh, you again. Help! Gendarmes! Murder!
Monsieur, I have
help!
Gendarmes!
Stop, monsieur! Stop! Gendarmes! Help! Monsieur! Help! Monsieur! Help!
Hey, let him go. Let him go. Hey, what is this? What goes on here? What has happened?
Let me go. Let me go. I've done nothing.
He tried to kill me. He came after me with that sword.
Hey, hold still there. Speak up. What did you do?
Nothing. Look at the sword. You will find your answer. The truth is they are engraved on the blade.
What truth? Get me that sword, Baker. Let me have a look at it.
Here it is, sir.
Now, let me see.
He stole it. He told me so. He stole it from my father.
Andre Germain, officer in the army of Napoleon. Where did you come by this, monsieur?
He stole it. He told me so.
Andre! Francois, here, my friend. Come here.
Why, what's going on? Why are all these people here? This gendarme.
Tell them who I am, Francois. For heaven's sake, tell them who I am.
Just a minute. Who are you?
I was waiting in the fields for my friend to come back. We're on our way to Paris.
Waiting in the field, eh? Ha! Murderers, thieves, that's what you are. Roaming around the countryside, plundering small villages. Come with me, both of you.
Mama, here.
Hold, officer, just a moment. That voice. That's the voice of my wife, of Lorraine.
Oh, you are mad. Come along.
Bernice. Oh, Bernice, my darling, what has happened?
That man, Mama. That man tried to cut me with his sword.
He says, madame, that he is your husband.
My husband?
Lorraine, don't you know me? Don't you know me, Lorraine?
But my Andre is...
Have these few years changed me so much, Lorraine?
No. No, you are not my husband. My Andre died. My Andre died years ago.
My Andre died. My Andre died years ago. I heard those words from the lips of my own wife. And I knew in that moment, as I now know, that it was the working of the curse. They have set 4 o'clock today as the hour of my end. For that is the hour when the rabble can feed their curiosity upon the spectacle. And I can only cling to the shred of hope that the child or her mother will come, will accept me as their own. But now it will not happen. I thought for a moment at the trial that the curse was broken.
That man was at our door. He threatened my child then, from what she says. Later, when I came looking for her at the market, I found the scene I've told you about.
That will be all, madame. Thank you. Bernice Germain, please take the stand. Bernice Germain, now remember, child, that all you say must be the truth. Tell us what happened on that day in the market when you met this man there.
He tried to kill me with a sword.
Why did he do this, Bernice?
He said he was my father, but my father is dead. I know because Maman said so. When he wanted to show me his sword, he said, then he swung it at me.
And, is this the sword, Bernice?
Yes.
Did he take it out of its sheath?
Oh, yes. He said it had writing on it, but I can't read, monsieur, so I don't know that.
Is this the writing he showed you, Bernice?
Yes, monsieur.
Andre Germain, officer in the Army of Napoleon.
And then he swung it at me, monsieur. I screamed and he came after me.
My own child sat there and accused me. But it was not that which held my attention. It was the look in the eyes of Lorraine, my wife. For a moment, it seemed that she recognized me. And then, as the attorney reached the final words of his charge to the court, she looked at me again as a stranger,
It is my
a
duty
criminal.
to find Andre Germain guilty not only of attempting to murder this child, but of murder of a fellow officer on the field of battle. His companion, Francois Villa, you must find guilty of aiding in the attempted crime.
Monsieur!
Yes, Lorraine?
I don't know why you call me by my first name, monsieur. But I did not wish to have you so seriously charged. Your punishment for attempting to kill my child? Yes, I wanted that. But the other charge? No. For I know well that my Andre died honorably on the field of battle.
But Lorraine, I am Andre. Don't you recognize me? Don't you know me?
I will do everything I can to have you acquitted of the charge of his murder, monsieur. But Andre is dead.
My cell was like a stone coffin. My bed only a pallet of damp straw. And in the room I could feel the spirit of those who had gone before me. I was separated from Francois by a thick wall, but there was a small opening through which we could talk. And so he could hear me that first time when the processions appeared before my eyes. Francois!
What is it, Andre? What is it?
These walls, they're covered with names. Here is Dartout, 1815.
Thief and murderer.
Poulain, 1818.
He killed his father.
Jean Martin, 1821.
Poisoner.
And I am among these thieves and murderers. Everyone who has been here in this cell, they have come to welcome me.
Andre, stop, man. Be calm. You're letting your imagination run away with you.
But they were here, Francois. I saw them. Dim, vague shapes, but they passed by me. They came to welcome me, Francois. They know that I am condemned. They accept me as one of them.
But you have done nothing, Andre. Remember that. You have done nothing. The pardon will come. It will come.
But I know better. For I have waited this long time for a pardon. While the machinery of state rolls slowly onward, the little document that is my request for a pardon is tossed from one place to another, and no one will pay it any heed. For that is the way of the state, and the way of the curse. There is but an hour left, and after that I fear that another figure will join that procession of shapes that comes across my cell.
Andre Germain.
Yes?
Is there anything you wish in this last hour?
No, nothing.
Then stand forward here. Open your collar. Madame Guillotine will need some help. Now you are ready. The priest will be in shortly to talk with you.
Tell him not to bother. I have nothing to say.
That is for your own soul to say, Andre Germain. If you want to take that last walk alone, yours is the choice. Andre.
Yes?
Why did you do that? Refuse to see the priest?
Perhaps, Francois, perhaps I still have more hope than even you have for my release. Even now, after the crowd of blood-hungry watchers have started to gather there in the courtyard, I still have hope. The child will come.
Yes, Andre. She will come, even now.
What's happening out there, Francois? I can't see. The window is too high.
Crowd is shouting at a group of prisoners.
Just think, Francois, how they'll shout when I go up those steps.
I don't want to come here, Maman.
You must. You must. Go quickly, Bernice, quickly.
Bernice, Lorraine, they've come.
His cell is here, madame. You may not stay long.
I don't want to, Memo.
Go quickly, Bernice. Go up to the bars. Here, come along.
Bernice, my child.
That the man, Memo?
Yes,
He looks so different.
it is dark in here.
Lorraine. Bernice, my child, say something.
The child thought, monsieur.
Memo.
Bernice, say something. Bernice, Lorraine.
No, Memo. No!
The child thought, monsieur, that perhaps she had been mistaken.
But you, Lorraine, you must know me.
No, monsieur. Neither Bernice nor I was wrong. My husband died on the battlefields. My Andre is mourned as a hero of France. No, monsieur. You couldn't possibly be that man.
Now, indeed, I am condemned. She knew me, but she would not recognize me.
But you are not guilty, Andre. Remember that.
But they do not believe that. Francois.
What is it, Andre?
They are coming again. They are coming back.
No. They've gone, Andre. They won't be back. It's hopeless.
They will never go. They know that I'll be with them.
Andre.
The ghosts. The condemned dead. They are coming for me now. Look, Francois. They're here. Dartoum. Poulain. Jean-Martin. Gaston. 100 others. They are coming for me. Look. Look, Francois. They are here, all of them. They carry their heads. The mouths are smiling. Those mouths are smiling at me. They are beckoning. They want me. Me, Francois.
Andre, stop! Stop!
They are passing by me, Francois. But each one beckons as he goes. Then they wait when they are past. Look back. Francois. They are waiting. It is another figure that they're waiting for, Francois. Look. Look, he's coming now. A new one. Huh. It is me, Francois. It is my figure coming to join the others.
It's time now, Andre Germain.
Yes. It's time now. It is time. I am with them already. I need wait no longer. The curse is finished.
From the time-worn pages of the past, we have brought you the story, The Last Day of a Condemned Man. Bellkeeper, toll the bell.
Well, I'm feeling a little better now. It is getting very late, and that's kind of my thing, I suppose. Oh, what's that? Well, thank you. I'm sure it'll all be fine. Don't you worry. You worry too much. Leave that to me. Just relax. One more bit of good fun. Something scary and merry. Goes together like peanut butter and jelly, or the pit and the pendulum.
Suspense. This is your narrator, the Man in Black. Again about to introduce tonight's Columbia program, Suspense. The story is The Pit and the Pendulum by Edgar Allan Poe. The adaptation by John Dixon Carr. Our guest is the distinguished American actor, Mr. Henry Hull, who plays the part of a prisoner of the Spanish Inquisition. If you've been with us on these Tuesday nights, you will know that suspense is compounded of mystery, suspicion, and dangerous adventure, to hold you in a precarious situation and withhold the solution until the last possible moment. And so it is with The Pit and the Pendulum and Mr. Hull's performance. We again hope to keep you in suspense. And now, The Pit and the Pendulum. I was sick unto death with that long agony. And when at length they unbound me and I was permitted to sit, I felt that my senses were leaving me. The sound of the inquisitorial voices seemed merged in one dreamy, indeterminate hum. Yet, for a while, I saw, but without terrible an exaggeration, I saw the soft and nearly imperceptible waving of the sable draperies on the walls of the room. I saw the flames of the 7 tall candles which burned on the table. I saw the lips of the black hooded judges, and these lips appeared to me white as paper, white as horror. I saw them writhe with a deadly locution. I saw them fashion the syllables of my name.
Jean d'Albret, Captain Jean d'Albret.
Good fathers, gentlemen.
We hear you, my son.
I am very weak and infirm. I've been confined for many months in a dungeon. I've been tormented by nightmares.
Conscience, one trusts. Pray silence, Fra Antonio.
Even now, I have no knowledge of where I am or to whom I may be speaking.
You are speaking to me, my son. I am Fra Pedro de Espela, prior of the Dominicans of Segovia and Grand Inquisitor of all Spain.
Is this the court of the Inquisition?
It is.
Oh, then God help me.
He will help you, my son, if you trust him.
But I am a French officer.
That is true. A soldier and creature of the arch-fiend Napoleon Bonaparte.
But a French officer nonetheless. A prisoner of war. By what right do you try me in this court?
Let the clerk read the charges against this prisoner. Pray silence while the clerk reads the charges.
The charges against the prisoner are as follows. Imprimis, that he is one Jean d'Albret, a captain of artillery in the army of Bonaparte, so-called Emperor of the French.
This means nothing, as the prisoner says. It is no crime. Proceed.
Item, that on the 4th day of September in the year of our Lord 1808, that said Jean d'Albret did wed, espouse, and marry the most noble lady, the Doña Beatriz Valdez, niece of and ward of the illustrious...
One moment.
Your Excellency spoke.
Antonio, was any cheat employed to trap this girl into marriage against her will?
No, we have no actual evidence of any cheat.
Was the girl of age?
I believe so.
Then wherefore is the prisoner here? This marriage was a deplorable thing, if you like. Bonaparte himself is almost at the gates of Madrid. His general, the Tsar, menaces our city of Toledo itself. But lawful marriage, however regrettable, is no sin or crime.
There are other matters in the indictment, I think.
Then continue, but give us nothing that is not material.
Item, that on the 12th of October, 1808, the said Jean d'Albret, being in command of a 5-gun battery of light artillery, did direct the fire of his guns against the holy church of St. Martha the Innocent.
What?
And thereby of his wicked malice destroyed that church utterly.
Captain d'Albret, Is this charge true?
It is, yes.
You admit it?
Good Father, hear what I have to say. The church blew up, I think. Will you boast of your sin, young man? It blew up because it was stored with kegs of gunpowder for your army. I had every right to fire on it.
And that is all the defense you have to make?
I tell you, I had every right to fire on it. By military law, there was...
Is military law above God's law?
I don't know. I did my duty, that's all. Long live the Emperor!
Captain Dalbray, mark what I say. No man, however great his heresy, is ever condemned to be burnt in the fire.
Fire?
Fire. If he first recant and acknowledge the error of his ways. But for you, Jean Dalbray, there can be no mercy, no pity, no atonement. The only sentence of this court can be death.
Death?
Yes. The secular or government arm to which we must release you has devised 2 ways of punishment in cases such as yours. You hear the tolling of the bell?
I hear them.
It is the procession of the condemned going to the auto-da-fe.
Soon the yellow light of the flames will stream through the windows and flicker on floor and ceiling.
Nunc et in hora mortis intuit manibus Domine. Most of those condemned out of mercy will be strangled before they are burned. It cannot be so with you, Jean Dalbray. You must die in one of 2 ways. Either with the direst of physical agony.
A slow fire of green wood. Iced bandages about the head and the heart, so that the fire does not approach too quickly.
Or else, Jean Dalbray, you must die in a certain other way.
I'm done with this. Pass your sentence and let me go.
The law does not permit me to tell you now what this other way is. The sentence of this court, therefore.
I had swooned. Yet still I will not say that all of consciousness was lost. In the deepest slumber, no. In delirium, no. In a swoon, no. In death, no. Even in the grave, all is not lost. There are shadows of memory which tell us indistinctly of tall figures that lifted me and bore me in silence down, down, still down, until a hideous dizziness oppressed me at that descent into the earth. Then, as consciousness swam back to my wits, darkness, the stone floor, and darkness. Oh, Beatrice! Beatrice, my wife, Beatrice!
Did you call me, Jean?
Beatrice, was that you who spoke?
Yes, Jean.
You were here in the dungeons of the Inquisition.
I am not really speaking to you, my poor Jean. I am only in your imagination.
Am I mad, then?
No. But your brain is fevered. You only think you hear me.
No. I do. I hear you clearly. As clearly as I once heard you.
In the little church near the Ebro where we were married.
Yes. I destroyed that church, Beatrice. I had to. It was my commanding officer's order.
I know, Jean. Be comforted. There are those who care.
You won't leave me.
As long as I am in your heart, I shall be here.
I was strong once. Now I am weak. For once I was reckless. Now I'm afraid. What am I, Beatrice? What are they going to do to me?
I cannot tell. Remember, my voice comes only from your own brain. Are you fettered?
Fettered? No.
They've not chained you to the wall.
No. They've taken away my uniform. They've given me sandals and a robe of what feels like coarse serge, but I'm still free. Free.
Take courage, Jean.
Free. And in the grasp of the Inquisition. Beatrice.
Yes, Jean.
It's completely dark. There's hardly any air. I dread to get up. I dread to stretch out my hand. Suppose they've buried me alive.
Courage. Can you stand up?
I think so, yes.
Then walk. Walk as far as you can. Measure the limit of the cell. If this is not a tomb...
You're right, Beatrice, as always. I'll try.
Are you on your feet?
Yes, now pray. pray for a poor devil who always meant well. 1 pace, 2 paces, 3, 4.
You are very weak, Jean. Rest a moment.
Where are you now, Beatrice? In the flesh, I mean.
You know that, Jean. In the old house by the olive grove, scorned of my people.
Yes, I know it.
Each morning I climb to the hilltop and watch.
Go on.
Sometimes I think I hear gun wheels rumble in the hills. And long-moving columns with the red dust rising about
Go on.
First come the heavy cavalry in plume-crested helmets.
Yes.
On their flanks, wheeling like hawks, light hussars in blue and scarlet. And behind them, in a glitter of bayonets as vast as light points on the sea, rank upon rank, the long gray coats and the tall bearskin caps.
The old guard and the grand army.
It is only a vision, my dear one. They do not come.
Will they? Will they ever come, Beatrice?
I cannot tell.
Then I must face what has been prepared for me.
Walk again, Jean. Try. Keep your hand in front of you.
This rope, it impedes me. The floor is treacherous with slime, but I'll try. 4 paces. 5, 6, 7.
It can't be a tomb.
8, 9.
Look out!
I'm all right. I fell to my knees. The rope tripped me. My hand is in front of me. It's lower than my face, but I feel nothing.
Nothing, Jean.
It's a pit. A circular pit. And I fell on the very edge of it.
Oh, they would have made you walk into it.
Yes. There's a loose fragment of rock just inside the edge. Now, if I can dislodge it like this.
Water.
There's something down there.
Rats, it may be.
Rats, yes, but something else. I heard it move.
So did I. What is in the pit, Jean?
I don't know.
But you're saved.
Saved, Beatrice. Saved from the Inquisition. My torture has been merely postponed. At last, a deep sleep fell upon me. Sleep like that of death. How long it lasted, I know not. But when I opened my eyes once again, I could see. Yes, see. My prison was large and lofty. Its walls formed of massive iron plates, bolted or joined together. A wild, sulphurous luster, I could not trace its origin, lit up the dungeon, and the circular pit, and the crudely daubed skeleton figures painted in evil colors on the iron walls. Skeleton figures, demon figures, gargoyle figures. Their colors a little blurred, as from the effects of the damp.
It must approach you slowly and force itself into your mind.
It must stalk you like a tiger.
It must bring you face to face at last with the king of terrors.
When I regained consciousness, I lay on my back and at full length on a low framework of wood. To this framework, I was securely bound by a long fastening resembling a surgical bandage. Bound? But why? Why? The bandage passed round and round my body, leaving at liberty only my head and my left arm. With much exertion, I could supply myself with food from an earthen dish on the floor beside me. It was meat, highly seasoned, but there was no water. Beatrice! Beatrice, where are you?
Here, Jean, as always.
Your voice sounds stronger.
Does it, Jean?
And I can see you now. I can see you as clearly as I saw you months ago.
Oh, I wish it were true.
Your bonnet and the parasol you carried in summer, and the high-waisted blue dress.
You are weaker, my dear, and more fevered.
Have I been asleep?
Yes, John.
They must have been here while I slept. They bound me. Why?
Why?
Stop those voices! Stop them!
Mine too, Jean.
Why?
I am not here either, you know. Don't drive me away.
Beatrice, look.
Where?
At the ceiling of this room, 30, 40 feet up, what do you see?
I see painted on the ceiling a figure of Father Time.
Anything else?
But Father Time carries no sign.
No.
He carries instead what looks like a gigantic pendulum from an ancient clock.
About one thing, I swear I'm in my right senses. I saw that pendulum move.
A painting cannot move.
Yet I swear the pendulum did move. It swung a little back and forth, just like a real pendulum.
Try not to trouble your brain.
That pendulum is real. Beatrice, take care.
Take care of what? You're not looking at the pendulum now.
Take care of the rats from the pit.
I see them.
They're swarming out in dozens. You can see their eyes glitter. One of them ran across the hem of your dress.
Did it, Sean?
What do they want?
They caught the scent of the meat in the dish beside you.
But they'll not get it. Go away, you vermin!
Move your hand above the plate, Jean. Move.
Beatrice, where are you going? I can hardly hear you.
You are sending me away, Jean.
I'm sending you away.
My poor loved one. You can't bear to see the rats running about my feet.
Beatrice! Beatrice!
Yes, it's true. In a cell swarming with vermin. There are others I had rather see here. I'd rather see.
You call me Captain Dalbray. Then in spirit, I am here.
Who are you?
Don't you recognize me?
No, I do not.
I am that second Inquisitor, Fra Antonio, whom you thought unfair at your trial. But we were not unfair. We administer the law. That is all.
Go. I command you, go.
Not until I have first told you what you already guessed.
Which is?
There are two forms of death for such as you. One, death with its direst physical torture. The other, death with its direst mental torture.
And I have been condemned to the second?
Your guess is good. Listen. Do you hear anything?
Yes, I do. I hear something.
Turn your eyes upwards. Look at the ceiling.
The pendulum.
Aye, the pendulum.
It's descended.
Only a foot or so as yet. As you notice, it is not really a pendulum. Its underside is a crescent, formed of razor-sharp steel.
You mean?
A ponderous weight, Captain Dalbray. Its movement is slow now, but soon it will take on momentum. It will swing wider and wider, 30 feet perhaps. Presently, as it swings, you will hear it hiss. And with each broad movement, it will creep a trifle lower.
The steel is directly above me.
Yes, above the region of your heart. Lie still and look up at it.
How long before?
You need have no immediate fear. It will not be too soon.
But how soon?
Who can tell?
In the name of pity, give me some answer.
Hours, perhaps days.
It's beginning to swing wider. I can't take my eyes from it.
Its glitter fascinates you, eh? See how it shines in that wild light.
And this is your utmost refinement in cruelty.
The law, Captain Dalbray, is never cruel. And now, still in spirit, I leave you to your meditations. It will not be too soon. Minutes, hours, days.
Down, head delayed down, it crept. Days passed. It might have been many days before it swept so closely as to fan me with its morbid breath. Minutes. Hours. Days. The odor of the sharp steel forced itself into my nostrils. To the right. To the left. Far and wide. The shriek of a damned spirit. To my heart, with the stealthy pace of a tiger. Down. Certainly, relentlessly down. I prayed. I wearied heaven with my prayer for its more speedy descent. I grew frantically mad and struggled to force myself up against that swinging, glittering death. On the rail. Down. Still unceasingly, still inevitably down. The sharp steel flashed past within 3 inches of my chest. Beatrice!
John?
Beatrice, Beatrice, where are you?
I heard you calling, John. I am here.
It is a strange thing, Beatrice. I'm quite calm.
You are resigned, then?
No, that is the strange thing. Even now, I am not resigned.
Is there a way out?
How can there be? 10, 12 more vibrations, and will fray the serge of my robe. Only lightly as a razor in a delicate hand. There will be many sweeps before it bites deep. No, I can't escape it.
You kept me away from you, John. You locked me out of your thoughts. If I am here only in your thoughts, why should I fear the rats?
The rats!
You open your eyes and your eyes blaze. What is it?
The rats! Do they still swarm here?
Across the floor and over the meat closet. They have taken nearly all your food.
Yes, of course, they're ravenous, and they have sharp teeth.
Well...
The meat is oily and spiced. If I take what remains of it, scatter, you vermin! And rub that meat on the bandages that hold me here.
Try it, John, try.
It may be too late, if I leave my body a fraction of an inch up.
Try it, I tell you, try.
Ah, but look, they scatter as soon as I do try.
But they are watching you. I can see their eyes glitter. They're creeping back.
Can I stand the rats crawling across me? Can the flesh bear it?
One of them has leaped on the wooden framework. Another follows. They're gnawing at the bandage.
7, 8 more sweeps of the pendulum.
The bandage, give way.
A little
lie still, Jean, lie still.
10, 12, a dozen rats now. Is death, I wonder, worse than this disgust?
A dozen sharp knives could do no better. The bandage is loosened to ribbons. Now, if you move sideways, carefully, and drop to the floor.
Beatrice, I can't move. My arms and my legs are numb. There is no power.
The steel has frayed your robe. A minute more will be too late. Try.
Then with all the strength that is in me, and all the hate that I bear my enemies.
Free!
A second time. Free!
Jean. The pendulum stops. We are drawing it back up through the roof.
Each move I make is watched. You never doubted.
Yet with all they could do to you, they have failed twice.
They will not fail. No more dallying with the king of terrors.
What else can they do?
I can't say. See how the rats gnaw in silence at that bandage. To what food, I wonder?
But you escaped the pit.
I escaped it once. Listen.
What do you hear?
A groaning. It's a grinding as of metal.
It was only the cog wheels of the pendulum.
I think not, Beatrice.
Why not?
It seemed to come from behind those iron-plated walls. It seems to shake the dungeon as a mill wheel might shake it.
Stand up, my poor Jean. Get up off your knees.
I can't, Beatrice. I can't endure anymore.
The paintings on the walls of this dungeon. The skeletons and imps and devils. They seem different.
They are different. The colors sharpen and grow bright. The demon's eyes glare. The skeleton hands outstretch. Don't you catch even yet the odor of heated iron?
Heated iron?
Beatrice, my darling, I have been much humbled. But I won't have you see me in tears. I order you to go.
Jean, In the name of heaven.
Beatrice!
You're sending me away.
Yes,
Come.
in the name of heaven. Go, go!
A suffocating heat pervaded the prison. A deeper glow settled in the painted eyes that glared at me. I could draw no breath of air into my lungs. Against the loom of that fiery destruction, the thought of the pit and its coolness come like a soothing balm. I staggered to the edge of the pit. I looked into it. The enkindled walls and roof lighted it to its depths. Yet for one wild moment, even then, I refused to believe the horror of what I saw beneath me.
Does the pit please you, Captain Dalbury?
Not the pit! Merciful God, anything but that!
And how shall you avoid it? Look. This dungeon has changed its shape.
That is true. The walls are closing in. It was formerly a square, and now it is
Flattening slowly toward the center to force me into the pit.
Of course.
It'll force you along with me.
Again, apparently you must be told, Captain Galbraith, that you are speaking only to your own sick fancy. I am not here at all. Farewell.
And now closer and closer through the red burning walls, forcing me into the pit with a swiftness that left me no time for thought. I shrank back, but the closing walls pressed me relentlessly onward. At length, for my seared and writhing body, there was no longer an inch of foothold.
I screamed once. I tottered on the edge of the pit.
The fiery walls rushed back. An outstretched arm caught my own as I was about to fall fainting into the abyss. It was that of General LaSalle. The French army had entered Toledo. The Inquisition was in the hands of its enemies. Vive la France! And so closes Poe's celebrated story, The Pit and the Pendulum, starring Henry Hull. We invite you to another adventure of suspense next Tuesday at the same hour. Until then, this is the Man in Black saying good night.
William Spear, the producer, John Dietz, the director, Bernard Herrmann, the composer-conductor, and John Dixon Carr, the author, are collaborators on
Suspense.
This is the Columbia Broadcasting System.
Well, my dear, I suppose it is very late. Time for you to return home and for me to return to, well, we'll discuss that later. But please do return very soon. I'll be here. Same place, same time. Always with a smile and something warm and chilling. But now, as you make your way home in the cold winter air, as you trudge along in the street, across the way, over the river, through the woods, well, do me one small favor. As your eyes get heavy and your head reaches your pillow, and you blink, blink, blink away, take one moment and be thankful for what you have. I'll be seeing you.
Come again.